are five things.
With private street.
These are five things. These are five things. These are five things. These are five things. These are five things.
These are five things. These are five things. These are five things.
With private
These are five things.
With private street.
These are five things.
With private
These are five things. These are five things. Wow.
Wow.
The beginning of the show
Wow.
will just be sounds.
Damn, you guys.
Here we are. Mark's got glasses.
I got glasses now, guys. I just recently found out I'm smarter now.
Oh, that's
Glasses
good.
They just pop on and no, I got
How
glasses.
excited
I
were
remember
you
that.
when you found out that news?
I was so smart,
Yeah.
so happy. Mark Happy was.
Because you thought you'd
Now
been
I'm cruising
stupid
at-
for a long time.
I'm cruising at a cool 79 IQ now.
Nice, dude.
Happy. That rounds up to a B.
Yeah, I was gonna
That's
say
how
that's
I think.
pretty
I just think of
average.
it school-wise.
I think you can drive a bus now.
I could
Like you
certainly
always
get
wanted.
hit by one.
Man,
guys.
have you been blind for like a while?
No, my old glasses were really bad. My prescription was like since before college, and I wore them just for like 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night. My vision's really bad, and you gotta let your eyes breathe. And I figured now's the time. Let these eyeballs breathe, man.
Let them
Yeah,
breathe. Oh yeah, I
Mark-
forgot you were.
Blind as a bat.
Yeah,
May I ask a
digging the
question?
glasses.
Thank
Diggy.
you, Witch of the Week.
What up, Diggy?
of a
Mark,
smart
in the middle of the
guy.
night, like if you were to get up in the middle of the night with no glasses, no contacts, how much can you see? Where's
I
your
could see
vision
shapes. I could see shapes. Like right now, 12 inches from the screen without my glasses or contacts. I can't see your expressions.
Oh wow.
I mean, when you move your hands like that. I
at? How many fingers am I holding up?
You fucking
okay,
idiot.
okay.
You fucking idiot, Mark.
How many fingers
Oh, there are
now?
my friends. There are my
How many
friends.
fingers
Oh,
am I holding
Oh my
up?
God! I
How
see
many
everything.
now? How
I
many?
see
Where can you see
every-
this?
Every
Where?
distance.
How far back can you see?
F U
How back
C
far?
K
How far back?
Y O U M
It's about right
A
here.
R K S C H R O E D E R. Oh yeah, I see it all.
Oh wow, we got a toast. Should we pull Dylan on? I think he might be. We have a question of is Dylan's house okay, and where's Dylan? I don't know if his
we'll
video's
let
working.
Is he available? We'll let him deliver the news.
Is he here?
Yeah.
Dylan, are you there?
Dylan live from Topanga.
Dylan.
Actually, no.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
To all those who don't know, Dylan had to evacuate his house because of California fires. And now where are you, Dylan?
Disneyland.
It went from bad to good, baby.
Can you see my video?
Not in the
No.
No,
closest.
if
You're
you turn
scrambled.
it the other way, though, we might be able to see it.
Looks like I'm trying to watch porn
There
in the
we
90s.
go.
Oh, whoa.
Dylan, give us the
Okay.
full report. So what went down?
Well,
What went down?
Wow.
This is
It
wonderful.
doesn't work in landscape, but it
No,
works
it doesn't.
in portrait.
In
Yes.
vertical, yeah, portrait.
You are about to go
Wow.
on cars.
I was evacuated from my house. There was nothing to do but worry, so we went to Disneyland.
What is the situation? So everybody at home knows. What is the situation in Topanga? Give them the news.
And we just found out that the evacuation order was lifted,
Oh,
and
very
we will be
nice.
able to go back tomorrow.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Dylan, do you think
That's
you
nice.
might have time to get a churro before you return home?
I'm buying a churro maker for the next fire, so that I'll have churros no matter what. We're in the cars line right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
What is the attendance
the cars
like? Dylan? It
line.
looks pretty slim, I
Oh,
guess,
you still
right?
gotta be separated.
You're still waiting for rides, though.
Yeah, this is a good point from Brissy Joe. It's all good, Dill. The show will still be going by the time you get home.
That's so true.
Dang. Any other rides you plan on going for dark? Are you staying for the long haul? Y'all gonna get your money's worth? Get kicked out?
Yeah.
Maybe
drunk,
the Guardians
start
of the Galaxy.
Okay.
fight.
Yeah.
Sick.
So, how many rides have you been on today, Dylan?
Oh, a lot.
Is there not many people there?
It's like half capacity.
Nice.
That's
What are
Yeah.
the wait times? What are the wait times like?
Yeah, like 34 minutes.
Yeah, most of them. Cars was 60. Cars is an hour.
yeah, a lot of
Wow.
traffic.
And that's on a
traffic at cars.
50% capacity day? You're waiting an hour for a ride on a 50% capacity day.
Yes.
I'm
they
never
doing-
going to
are they doing
Disneyland.
Fast
I'm never
Pass?
doing it.
No fast pass.
I honestly don't know how to do Disneyland
Interesting.
without
You have to do it for
Fast Pass.
12
Fast
days.
Pass.
You have to do a vacation there for like 2 weeks if you want to see everything. Do 3 things
You
a
do.
day.
That's why all
Put me
the
on the phone with the
parents-
owner,
that's why all
dude.
the
I'll get
dads
some
are
words.
So pissed.
Bring the owner of Disneyland over there so I can tell him that their business model sucks.
The owner?
The owner?
What's their name?
But you know what? I will say this, okay? To advocate for Disneyland, I will say this. Disneyland has the best crowd control of any theme park in
Gas
Southern
pass.
California. You were to go to Knott's Berry Farm, or if you were to go to Universal Studios, you're going to wait in longer lines, and Six Flags Magic Mountain. You're going to
Wait.
wait in longer lines for those rides on a busy day than you will at Disneyland because of their Fast Pass system. They have the best crowd control of any amusement park.
Okay.
Yeah.
My
And right now during COVID, it's really well organized. Like the spacing and everything is really good.
Yeah, I see there's distance between you and the other people in line.
Yeah.
Dylan, on a
Somebody just says
scale-
you're at California
Random
Adventure,
guy.
not Disneyland.
Yeah,
Well,
how do you explain
what-
that?
That's
Yeah.
true.
What the fuck?
Wow, Dylan.
Disneyland was over capacity.
oh wow.
So we
Disneyland.
couldn't go to
Wow.
Disneyland was over capacity.
Yo,
Over
Dylan.
50%.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Dylan,
you
my,
have to make a reservation.
Dylan, my brother went to Magic Mountain recently, and they didn't get there till like noon. But he's like, "It's cool. It's open all night. They close at 6." Doesn't that suck?
6.
Another reason why Disneyland does
Are
rock
they
harder.
doing
6.
after
Goddamn
capacity?
6.
6? Goddamn 6.
Goddamn
Can you
6.
give
Would
me
you say, Dill?
6?
Is Magic Mountain doing half capacity?
Oh god.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, my phone's out of battery. Bye.
Okay, see you, Dill. Oh,
Thing.
well,
Dill's at Disneyland.
Wow.
Wow.
That was a great
Count
check-in.
it, count it as a thing.
That's
good
Count it.
check-in. Good check-in. That counted as
Dill
a
is
thing.
safe, y'all. Dill's
Live
safe.
report.
We got an illegal live stream from California Adventure to start the
Yeah.
show. Pretty cool.
Vertical.
Oh man, my allergies. I really think the COVID vaccine
Don't
knocked
say it.
out my cat allergies.
Come
it
on, Eric
reversed
Clapton.
them.
What's this bullshit?
Don't.
My cat allergies are back.
Do not
No,
say.
I'm not
Just
saying
anytime
anything.
when you're-
about
It's
the
not
COVID
against it.
vaccine.
I'm happy I got it. This is not a
Your
conspiracy
love for
theory.
Those kitties is at its
I just-
peak.
I don't
The
know. You're
allergies
looking more
strike
and more
back.
like Joe Rogan with every word you're speaking. He's been saying things about the vaccine.
Please get vaccinated. I just think it's messed my allergies up.
I don't know. Maybe
safe?
you've been.
Is that okay?
Maybe you don't have the same immunity
Oh, you
because
done it
you're a
now.
motherfucker. Maybe being such a motherfucker fucks with
I
your
love how
immune
much
system.
you hate this kitten fart.
I know, and that's exactly what Yak said before the show. And I would just like to say to all of our viewers, everybody in our chat,
Mm-hmm.
if you are backing David with this kitten farts, I swear to God, I
They all
will
are.
find you.
I think we
all
are. I don't know. We need to have a
They're
poll.
enabling.
Will fart on your doorstep.
We need a
I
poll.
will do it.
Is that a promise?
I will knock on
Yo,
the door.
he will
They'll
kitten
open the
fart
door,
on
and
your
I will
doorstep.
fart on their doorstep in their face and say, "Now,
You'll be
how do you
wearing
feel?"
soundproof
Oh,
headphones.
look at this. Amelia, Mark's allergies got real bad after he got vaccinated
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So, but I think it's because Annie's. It's a vaccine, so our bodies are working on COVID, and so it's just opened our
Oh,
bodies
you
up.
know what? I actually
Other
have
things.
heard about this. I think, David, you can go to
The front went down.
.shutthefuckup.com.
.com.
All right, Annie, so you know I can just. All right, so she's off the show for the night.
All right. Oh, the anti-vaxxer.
This is an anti-vax show from now on.
Nope. No.
How many fingers am I holding up, David? How many fingers?
I know. Mark
Nope,
knows.
just one dick.
Annie,
Oh.
start your own stream. Please don't. It'll be more popular than this one.
Yeah, this will be bad.
100%.
Thank you, Mario, and
This
it will
will be
be
like
called
the
Fuck
Beatles.
David Brown.
Oh, wow.
We
yeah.
are going to start
I mean-
streaming on Mondays in June.
That would be same time.
Well, the good thing is nobody would have any idea. You're
Absolutely.
like the general people, David Brown. It's the most common name in the world. To be like, is it about the David
yeah.
Brown that I know?
I
All
know.
over the
Yeah.
world.
A
It's
lot of
such a
mad David
common
Browns out
name.
there if you start that show.
Yeah.
All
It's
David
such a-
Browns can call in.
Everybody in the Witness
Yeah.
Protection Agency is like.
When we
"They're
went
on
to
me."
Canada, they almost didn't let our David Brown back in the country because they were
true.
certain
Certain.
that he was a fake person.
And a
I
guy.
should-
David Brown.
That reminds me, one of my topics one night should be a list of all the times being David Brown has fucked me. Because there's a list. There's about eight or nine things now that have happened
Goodness.
because
8 or
of
9 things.
my boring 8 or 9
And
things.
things. With David
My
Brown.
goodness.
With David Brown.
Any bodily harm? Any bodily injury? Anything like that? That's
Not
resulted?
physically, no.
Okay.
Just
Any
emotionally.
good instances? I mean,
Nope.
you used to talk. Okay, well, there you go.
Wow.
David,
So tune in
another
for that
follow-up
episode.
question. Are you taking any Claritin or anything right now?
I don't take medicine.
Oh my
He's
god.
anti-vax. What do you think he's?
Are you fucking kidding me?
David, can I ask you a follow-up question? How
You
many
My
have
body,
allergies.
I let my
You
body
have
take care of itself.
allergies.
I let my
You-
body learn on its own.
You're
And
so
this
my
vaccine
God.
has
Oh
has
my
untaught
God.
me. It shook me up, and now I got to relearn how to not be allergic to cats again.
Oh
This
my
is horrible.
god.
Th-
You are
David,
so stubborn,
I-
David. Take a
Thank you.
fucking
I'm hearing-
Claritin for all of us.
I don't know
very
what.
true.
Oh yeah, there's tracking devices in Claritins.
Oh my
In every
God.
Claritin, there is a tracking device. You probably have 1,000 tracking devices.
Claritin,
inside
more
of
like
you now.
No.
Wearitin.
You know what happens when
Nice.
you take a Claritin, Dave?
What's that?
A kitten fart dies. So you can't.
You're teasing him. I can see his finger went to that button.
golly.
It already went there, and he's pretending that it hasn't already gone
I'm
there.
just kidding. I deleted it.
That was just him. That was just David.
You know what I think I hate more than the sound is the length of that sound.
Oh yeah, Brissy Joe's toast to kitten farts. We should do this, and then we'll get to Peter. We'll bring Peter on. Just 1 second. We have a couple of channel points challenges. We got one, which is an impression challenge of Annie's choice. We can do that one after Peter, or make Peter do it with us. And then we also have a toast to kitten farts. So I will
Put him in the lineup, baby.
get a toast
Slap him in the program.
to kitten farts.
Toast to kitten farts. I'm gonna be the drunk cousin in the back.
Ancient
of the room
Romix,
who
thank you
is
for the
yelling.
subscription.
4
Thank
months.
you
Thank you.
for
Month beast.
Oh,
the
wow,
subscription.
thank you.
I just want to say, I just want to give a toast. I mean, a few months ago, I didn't even know that you existed in this world, Kitten Fart. But Dylan introduced
Oh,
us
please.
to this video of you farting, and the sound effect has been one of the greatest joys of my life.
Oh my
The
God.
anger that it gives Anais on the drop of a dime is priceless. It's priceless.
Boo.
I've never had a window into her angry soul like this, and I enjoy it. So here's a toast to kitten farts.
Screw you. Screw you.
There we go, and there it is.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Thank
That's
you.
great.
And then we'll do the impression challenge later. But we should get to our wonderful, amazing guest, shouldn't we?
Please.
Yes.
Shouldn't we? This guy, I miss him so very much. Please welcome to the
so
show,
excited.
the wonderful, the incomparable Peter Banifaz.
Yes, there he is.
My God.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, there he is. There he is.
My God, you gorgeous gang.
What's up, buddy?
Damn.
Our gorgeous
Oh my
guest.
goodness.
My God.
The legend, the greatest of all time.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God,
Peter,
please,
Peter,
please.
Peter, Peter,
Peter.
your Instagram has given all of us life
Oh,
during
love
this
you.
time. Oh my God.
Truly.
I honestly don't feel like a moment goes by that I'm like not talking to somebody who we all know, like from the comedy community. And I don't think there's been a time that someone has not said, dude, have you seen Peter's Instagram lately?
Oh, that's so
It is so funny.
incredibly kind. Thank you.
Kills me,
Thank
man.
you.
I
to all
like
of
I
you.
like the videos before I even watch them because I already know they're gold. I'm like, yep,
Totally.
yep.
Straight to series. Straight to series, Peter.
Straight to
Thank you.
series.
Love you,
Straight
folks.
to-
Yeah,
Now, has
HBO
any-
Max. Peter does stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
There,
had to ask.
there it is.
Has anybody contacted you?
From HBO Max.
Yes, specifically
Yeah.
from
They
HBO
said,
Max.
They said, yeah, we need your 1-minute videos on our network somehow.
Great.
Nice.
I've had a lot of people contact me from like,
Yeah.
I haven't really had like a network contact me and say, hey, here's your own show. But like, I've definitely had a lot of different people contact me. Like, I've had a lot of really nice emails from a lot of people. I've been invited to do a couple of like interviews with some like fun shows, and it's just been really
That's
fun. People have been just
awesome.
really supportive and nice.
That's so
And
great.
this is international. We're talking like what's the response been from like around the world, not just here in our little.
Oh yeah.
It's been
Yeah. Any
it's been
write-ups
really
around the
nice.
world?
I write-ups. I don't know. I've done a couple of interviews with people. Like
Oh,
I just
tight.
did an interview with a show that it's an Iranian show that's all in Farsi, and they shoot it in England, in London, and I did the episode, and I found out it had like 34 million viewers per episode globally.
What?
Yeah.
Dude.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, not because I was on it, but because like that's just
No.
Yeah,
Peter,
yeah,
Peter,
yeah.
Hey, eyeballs, baby.
don't.
Don't
Come
act
on,
like
Peter.
it's not all for you.
Don't
Okay.
fucking act like.
Nobody had ever seen the show until I was on it, and then it went from 0 to 34 million. No, but I guess I just mean it's just there's so many. It's just people have been really great, and it's been really fun. I mean, I just started doing it in the beginning of the pandemic because I was just bored and just like anxious and nervous at home, just reading about COVID.
That's why we started. That's why we started this show.
Yeah.
Nice. Very
Stop
nice.
pulling our hair out. Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to get 3 million views per episode, but now it's like, like 1 million. It's like 1 million right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
one
dropped off a
million,
little
one
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 million is still a lot. That's great.
Also,
I guess.
Yak doesn't know much about numbers. It's
I don't
about
know.
40.
Yeah, numbers
I
It's
don't know.
about 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the decimal points in the wrong spot.
That's so freaking cool.
It's really cool. Yeah, it's been really fun. But thank you so much for your kind words. Your sweetie pies.
Have you holed up in LA this whole time?
Yeah, I've been in LA the whole time.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
What a weird place it's been.
It's a really now it's starting to open up, but for a while it felt like a real ghost town. It felt like
One of the weird, strangest experiences of my life was when the first lockdown kicked in, and I got on my bike and I rode down Hollywood Boulevard at like nighttime.
Oh, yeah.
And there not only is no cars on the street, which is insane, and Hollywood, like I used to ride my bike from my apartment in West Hollywood to UCB through Hollywood. So like after shows, I would be going through Prime, getting let out of the club, disgusting, crazy, tons of fights, Hollywood Boulevard.
Love it.
And
Yeah.
and then that first lockdown hit, got on my bike, went through at night down Hollywood Boulevard. Not a single car on the road. Not a single car on the side of the
must have been
road.
so
On the
crazy.
side, like not even a car there.
It's like Vanilla
and every
Sky,
now
just
and
running
then
through
just
Times
like
Square, and
like a
there's
like a one person like in the dark. And it
And
was
not
just
even
like it was wild.
not
It was
even a
such
single fight, huh? Not even a
Right.
not even one fight.
That's the real tragedy of the pandemic. No fights.
Yeah.
No fights.
It's
Not
like
one single.
I mean, to pass through all of Hollywood Boulevard without seeing a single fight. That's when you suddenly go,
What is this world?
"What is this world? I'm going
Yeah.
home."
What are we doing?
Hollywood's different now.
Yeah.
It's change, man.
But they're opening fights back up.
Yeah, fights are
Yeah,
happening.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Really
governor
hard.
just said,
Mask
yeah.
on. Keep your
Yeah.
mask on for now until June. And
Keep
then-
your hands
Yeah.
up and keep your hands up.
The only person who can get in a
Governor said-
fight with the 6 feet distance is Mark. Mark's the only one who
Yeah,
can
I got
actually
that
hit
reach.
somebody at 6 feet.
I'm like Ivan Drago.
Got
Yeah.
those good punches.
But do you guys think that when we all enter back into the world, we are going to have become feral? That when we are let back in the streets at that level, everyone's just going to be fucking fighting each other.
Yeah, just
Fucking and
fucking and
fighting,
fighting.
fucking and
Just fucking and fighting.
And if you know anything about
Fucking and
Peter,
fighting and
he's
fighting
been-
and fucking.
Peter's been training for that too. This dude's swole. He does boxing. He's dancing.
Damn.
It's funny.
I've been really training for the fighting part, not the fucking part.
No.
I gotta get back into the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're more of a fighter, not a lover, is what I heard.
I'm into fighting, but I won't make love.
That's where you draw the line.
No. If it's do something tender, no. I'd rather go on an all-night bender.
Hey,
and get
then-
into a fighter.
And he melted.
And
He melted
yeah.
right out of the room. That's how you leave parties, which is fun. I always
Yeah.
like watching you leave parties because you
Yeah.
just squeech right down to the floor and then just scooch right out.
And they're like, "What is
and
wrong with that?
squish.
What is wrong with that kid?"
Great Instagram though.
Oh,
Got a
What
great
is wrong with
Instagram.
that kid, Peter? That brings up an interesting topic. When
Yeah,
did
yeah,
you
yeah.
realize, like, at what age were you funny early? When did that develop? It's a real podcast question. I think
Sexist
you're
growth.
I love it. He got glasses, and this turned into a podcast. Just, you know.
yeah, nice
Better
glasses,
than
by
it,
the
too.
way. Beautiful
Thank you.
glasses, by the way.
Right? Look at this guy.
Thank
Look
you.
at that.
Whoa.
Can we get one look in the camera?
Whoa.
Are you gonna do headshots with your
For
new glasses?
Warby Parker, give us an ad.
Glasses from Smooth My Balls.
Also,
These are official
Also-
Smooth My Balls glasses.
I don't know if you think you're getting away with anything, Mark, but you are clearly Batman because I
Right.
saw,
That's right.
I
Yeah.
saw
No,
Batman.
no, this is
you're
a
Batman.
no. That's more. That's an eagle.
No,
That's an
you're
eagle.
Batman.
That's a-
You're you fucked up. You didn't take it down.
You
You're
fucked
Batman.
up. You put your thing on the wall.
Batman would never wear glasses. It doesn't. It would just.
It's a good cover. Superman did.
Ever, yeah. Superman.
I don't know who that is. I've never heard of that.
Okay.
Crazy.
So no, he doesn't know anybody. Okay.
Yeah, Mark
I'll
got it
be
with
Batman.
the smooth my balls money. That's what Mark got. Smooth My Balls didn't send him a ball shaving kit. They sent him glasses. And
That's
you can
just-
see the size off the glasses, and there's little scissors so you can
Yeah.
trim the sides of your
And
pubes
so you
with
can see
them.
what you're doing down there. Yeah.
What
did we ask? you
Funny
guys before we
early.
got onto-
When
Oh,
did you? Yeah.
I
When
think
did
I
Yes,
was-
thank
think
you.
I
The
was like-
podcast question.
I think I always loved to clown around and mess around ever since I was a little boy. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know if I was funny then. I guess that's like somebody from that time would have to answer that question.
In
Right.
high school, were you like class
thought you-
clown? Were
Yeah,
you a
yeah.
theater kid?
No, not a theater kid. No, I wish I was.
Smooth
Looking
my
back now, I was-
eyeballs.
I was,
What?
yeah, I was like.
You didn't do any theater in high school?
I wish I did. I was like a fuck
Truck
around
driver.
kid. I was a truck driver. In high school, I was
I
a
hear
truck
they're funny
driver.
guys. I do
missed
hear
a
they're
lot of
funny
school.
guys.
I
He
missed a
took
lot of school.
truck driver's ed in 9th grade, and then
Yeah, that's why nobody knew if you were funny because you were just doing bits in your truck
Yeah.
on the road.
Exactly. And
You were the
truckers
king of
loved you.
CB bits. You
I
were
was.
so
Oh,
funny on the
and
CB, I
my
bet.
kid- And Child Protective Services was constantly coming after my family for,
Right.
for not letting me be in school. It was a hard time. No, I was definitely like, I kind of just like kicked it with like the dumb bad kids and just did stupid shit in high school and like did school and
Really?
fucked around. Like
you're a
I wish-
knucklehead. Yeah.
yeah, I was a dumb knucklehead. I really wish I could go back in time and I would have done theater and all that fun stuff in school, but I was just like, I thought I was cool.
You were a
and,
bad
like,
boy.
Yeah.
Mhm. You should see pictures of him when he was in high school. It looks like it's a different side of Peter. It's a
Peter,
different
when
side of
did when did you learn that I don't want to be a bad boy anymore? Or are you still a bad boy?
You're still learning
he's a
that
bad
lesson.
boy. He's a fighter,
See,
not a lover.
look at that.
Once
Look
you're a
at that.
bad boy, you're always a bad boy.
Oh, there he goes. Skeeching off.
No, I was always like a very nice guy. I think I just like wanted to fuck around and I don't know. I guess like because where I grew up, like nobody cared if you were like talented. They just cared if you were like tough or cool
Yeah.
or strong and people respected you. Blah blah blah. So like those are the things that enticed me, and the people I looked up to were the people who had like that kind of respect or whatnot on the street. But like I didn't have anybody to look up to like, oh, this person's talented or this person's
Right.
like successful
Mhm.
or whatnot. But like I just wish I could have gone back in time. If I could have gone back in time, I would have definitely been more involved in the arts as a kid, because like
Yeah.
I love that stuff. I just didn't
Yeah.
understand that like it was okay to be involved in it.
Totally.
If that makes any sense.
I'm,
It's
I'm
weird.
with you. The
Definitely
same
does.
thing, Pete.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
We
Yeah.
grew up.
'Cause
Yeah, we grew up.
We grew up in the same
yeah,
neighborhood, basically. Yeah, in the valley.
Yeah.
Dang, did you guys
absolutely.
ever run into each other?
I
You
don't
know
think
what?
so.
We never did, but I'm sure that at some point we've shared
Oh,
mutual
for
friends
sure.
because, yeah, we've just
Because
been
we're
around
close
the
in
same
age
areas
as
a
well,
lot.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's really
I
dope.
would have. I would have loved to see young Pete out on the streets,
Oh, man, yeah.
I
And
would've-
Yak.
Beating the street.
Yeah. Oh man, I would have loved to see Young Yak.
The
Young
two
Yak
of you
is also-
together.
Man.
Pete in the
Young
street with Yak
Young
in the
Pete.
back.
Yeah.
What do you guys think you would be doing together? Like, what do you think your like maybe like your ragtag team would be called?
We
Like,
would
if
be
you guys would run the
shooting
streets together.
videos of each other. We would just be fighting, right? We would just
We
like,
would
You
be
think so?
fighting.
The Sharks and the
Backyard
Jets.
brawls.
yeah.
We would be. Who would we be? Would we be the Sharks or the Jets? We'd be one of them. And
Yeah,
then if
yeah.
you're walking around going, dude,
Yeah. There you go.
and kissing. And
And
also
kissing, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of love. A lot of love.
A lot of love. But no, a lot of people don't know. And yeah, you could, I'm sure attest to this, that a lot of people have an idea of what the valley is and how the San Fernando Valley is, like the whole Valley Boy, Valley Girl thing. But it's so different than that. There's a whole nother world to the valley that most people don't fucking know about.
Don't fucking
Oh,
even
yeah.
even
It's the
Dylan
bad
grew
boy
up in
valley.
Topanga, and I remember he would come out. I forget why we were in my old neighborhood. He was like, "Dude, where are all these cops? Is that dude?" It was literally like someone on the ground, like bleeding out. He's like, "Dude, where are we?" I was like, "Dude, we're in Panorama City. This is the valley. Like, this is the valley I know."
No, yeah.
Fuck that.
But
North
that's not
Valley,
something that he
baby.
experienced as much as we did. It's
North Valley, baby.
crazy. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's like the new Saved by the Bell.
Just like
If you guys
Saved
have
by the
watched
Bell.
it all, the remake, the
I haven't-
redo.
Don't know the reference.
I heard.
Yeah.
I'm with
Okay,
you.
well,
I'm with you.
I
I've seen
haven't
that.
seen it
I've seen that. Check that out. It's good. And
Yeah,
it's actually,
it's
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 direct-
really
Wait,
good.
the
It's
new
like-
show is in the North Valley?
They
No,
have
it's still Bayside.
It's still
okay.
Bayside, but then they bring kids in from
Right.
different parts, and so you get to see like Valley kids of all like
Yeah.
the rich and the the like more like badass, not badass, sorry, but
Anybody?
like
Yeah.
the
like,
the Jets and the Sharks, you know, like
All Jets and Sharks, baby.
all of
I
the
guess-
areas.
Here's an interesting thing for anybody who cares about this kind of stuff. I guess this falls under the aisle of like city planning or city policy, but in the Ventura Boulevard, which is like one of the biggest
Right.
main streets of the West Valley, anything south of it is very rich. Anything north of it, the farther it goes north, the poorer it gets.
That's true. Yeah.
And that's
That's
pretty
the line.
much. And
Just draw lines all the way north. Yeah, seriously.
and that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Thank you so much, Peter, for coming on.
This has been your
Thank
Valley
you. I've
Update
already-
with Peter.
I love doing that. I think it's fun. I just don't know how many times I can do it and it still be interesting.
I mean,
So far
Six
for-
or
7
three.
million.
So far, we have 3, and they've killed it each time.
Mark brought up this thing that you did in one of your now it's a series of videos where you do like the American dad and Iranian dad, and after the American dad's like, "I'll get you a sweater, no problem."
Oh, yeah.
The American Dad,
Cross,
because
dude.
it's just like the point, and then just the way he walks off.
Yeah.
I watched it, and you wait for it to come up because you can't scroll. You're just like, I know it's coming. I just want to see him walk off.
One of my
It made me laugh
favorites was
so hard.
the two dads sitting down, going to sit down, and it like turns into a whole entire dance when they're trying to be polite. After you, and then like the whole thing is, oh my god, it's
Thank you so
good.
much. I really appreciate that, especially when you guys like talk about it, because it's like one of my main things. Like, I would love everybody of any culture, and it sounds cheesy, but like anybody of
Right.
any culture to watch
Yeah.
it and like it, because I really feel like the comedy that we can all enjoy is our similarities in
Yes.
life rather than our differences, and like
Yes,
it's
we
cool
can
when I
all
have-
relate
yeah,
to
yeah.
that,
It's cool
no
when I
matter
have
who you come from, where you come from, or
Absolutely.
who you are. Yeah.
I did a video about like how parents ask kids 1,000 questions before they leave the house.
Oh,
and I'm like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Every single, I realized this from
Did you
people
brush your
who were
teeth?
reaching out. Yeah, people reached out to me, and like pretty much everybody from Filipino to Egyptian to white American to I mean everybody.
I'm Sicilian, so a lot of like
I'm
I can
sure,
relate
yeah,
to a lot
yeah.
of that.
So
Yeah.
it's like, so I realize that now. I'm like, man, we really have so many things in common as like citizens of this world. We got
Yeah.
much more in common than we have not in common.
Right.
Yeah.
Totally.
100%. I agree.
And there's something
So
about that hitting
much.
like now, especially now. I think it's weird
Yeah, yeah,
serendipitous timing if that's
Yes.
the heart of what you're doing at a time when we're so separated and lines are being driven.
Yeah.
That's really
And then
wonderful. It's wonderful to see. Yeah.
It's
We get
crazy.
to really
yeah.
celebrate how different we are and how much we're the same.
Yeah, and I think comedy is changing because of that too. I feel like back in the days, we would laugh at diverse the comedy in diverse characters is that we would laugh at them because they're so different from us. Like, hey, doesn't this character have a funny accent, or does this character like don't they pronounce that thing funny, or But now I think comedy's changing, and it's like we want to see what we all find is funny rather than what separates us. And like you said, it's like right now more than ever, not only domestically but internationally, we're just getting so farther separated, and it's just like I mean,
yeah, people not seeing their own families, their own friends for a year, and yeah,
absolutely. So,
and that's why it takes, and I hate to get I don't want to get too deep, but that's why it's so important to have diversity in writing rooms and writers' rooms, because you can't get even though we're the same, you can't get the comedy and the humanity of what you're doing right now on Instagram unless we have somebody from a different, it can't be an all white writers room or whatever. Maybe it can't all, and that's what I like that right now is we're getting so much more, and people are sharing their stories, and we're all understanding it in a different way now because probably because we've all been isolated. And we're missing being with our families on some level too, even though we can't stand them. We're missing being
Annie,
with them.
you want to get out of there? Are you trying to get out of there?
So we can all relate. No, my Sicilian family is great. No one ever argues, so I'm totally fine to say whatever I want.
I heard that about Sicilians. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we love
Very
to argue,
agreeable.
and it's
They're all
not like we're
agreeable.
mad at each other. We just fucking love to argue.
Same thing with Iranians. We can't stop arguing. We argue when we agree. We argue about agreeing.
Yes, and then you realize that you're actually arguing the same thing, and you're like, "Wait a minute, you agree with me? Oh, okay. Then what the fuck are we arguing about?"
Yeah, why are we throwing
man.
things at each other?
I would love to
Because
see
we
Peter
can.
and Annie's argue with each other.
We can.
Never.
We have hands to grab things, to throw things at people. That's why we were built with hands.
That's why we got hands to throw stuff at people.
I know.
Kenny,
In Sicilian culture, do parents throw stuff at kids like in Iranian culture, people throw dads and moms have been known to throw slippers,
right? Yeah.
Incredibly accurate way.
yeah, like a
Accurate
ninja
throws.
star, yeah.
Oh my. Yes. Oh my God. I have friends, who are Mexican American, and the same thing. They have parents who throw precise fucking shoes at their head, and it's just it hits them perfect every fucking
It's kind of the
time.
perfect thing to throw because it's you can throw it, it gets speed and it hits, but it's still a slipper. It's like a soft little slipper.
Right.
So
Yes.
it's a good,
And that's
good
the
balance.
thing is that parents know the weight. If they're picking up a flip flop, they know exactly how hard they have to throw. If they're picking, a tennis shoe, they know exactly. No, we don't have that, Peter, but we did have wooden spoons. It never
works.
left the hand.
Oh, okay.
It never left the hand,
But
but
the
it spanked your fucking butt so hard.
Oh, you got spoon.
You would get a wooden spoon. Your mother would run around the kitchen island with a fucking wooden spoon in her hand, threatening to fucking smack you over the butt. Bad.
Oh, man.
What
Yeah.
about a
Damn,
strainer
shit.
with the holes in
It
it?
would be so awkward. It would be so awkward to be at the same time the type of person that's turned on by getting spanked with something, and then
And realizing it comes from your mother.
In that
and it's like, well,
Yeah.
When I was a kid, we had a snake pit. My dad used to just throw me in a
well.
pit of snakes.
all that tracks. That all
man.
tracks.
And then
Yeah.
you grew up to be Indiana Jones. You hate it.
And I'm going to fight Bruce Wayne on the show.
I
Yeah.
don't know who you're talking about.
Man,
I don't
it's
know
so
who
He
that
doesn't
is.
know Batman.
So obvious,
David.
dude.
He
so
doesn't know
obvious you're Batman. It's almost humiliating because everyone sees it, but you don't.
I wish I could know. Bartman?
Oh, don't act like you don't
the
know the
Bartman.
name. Bartman? No, we didn't
Do
say
the Bartman.
Do the Bartman. Bam,
Did
bam,
you guys
bam.
have that tape?
My brother did that in a 4th grade talent show.
Shut
That's
the
a thing
fuck
for
up.
another time, and I think
Do
I can
you
find
have
the
a fucking video
I
of
think I
that?
can find the video of that. Yep.
Oh,
What's Bartman?
when it's a Simpsons album that came out in the early 90s, I think. I used to have it on tape, and there was a song where Bart said damn a lot, and I used to listen to that, and that was like a bad boy song. It was like, damned if you do, what is it? Oh, what you're talking about? Damned if you do, damned if you don't, something like that. And I was like, wow, I got an album
That
with curse
explains
words
you.
on it.
That
And
explains
then
you so much.
the Bartman was like his fun,
It's crazy. That
fun
was
like
that
rappy
was during
song.
that was during a time where there was so little stuff going on TV that they would do like these like world premieres of music videos. Like they would do Michael Jackson music videos, and then
Yeah.
like that music video for Bartman was a world premiere that they showed at
Totally.
like 7 o'clock on network television.
I remember that.
Same.
And that's how old I am.
Yeah.
No, all
Yep.
all of us.
I
You're right,
remember
Joe.
watching Remember the Time with my family in the living room. The
Oh.
premiere of the Remember the Time video. I'm like,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
whoa, he's turning into sand. This is the most amazing. Like, it's Eddie Murphy. What is he?
That
Oh,
was
that was
such
awesome.
a cool time that like you would wait, you would know when someone's album was, they're like whatever it's called, music video was gonna hit.
Yeah.
Oh man, I
My
was waiting.
my mom read the lyrics to an album from the album cover. This was a CD, I think, and did not let me have that CD. And do you know what that CD was? Counting Crows.
Oh, wow.
Oh, but they did have an album called "Fuck Me, Fuck You." Dick butthole, right?
Hey, we're fucking crows over here.
In the crow hole.
Crow fucker.
Motherfucker.
That's
was
true though.
Was it because like it was just she got? It was
There was a
concerned
song
with
on there that was like anti like religious.
Okay.
So yep.
Damn.
Screened. Was a lot of stuff screened like that you would bring home to enjoy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's tough. Video games and stuff?
And look at me now.
What about like video games?
I listen to anything I want now because
We
I'm
know
a
you're a
big
big boy.
I'm a
We
big
know-
boy.
were you- David,
I'm a
you're
big boy, and I
David.
moved out and I
David,
listen to
you're a big
whatever
boy.
I want
We
now.
know you're a big boy.
Counting
Congratulations.
crows all day.
Count-
Counting
crows. I've
crows.
been counting them all.
One crow, two crow.
Counted every crow in Los Angeles, baby.
Guys, I can't sing you a single Counting Crows song right now.
I don't know
I don't know
anything
any
about
Don't
Counting
know
Crows.
one.
Mr. Jones,
Oh,
round
okay,
here,
me
Mr.
and-
Jones.
Yeah, okay,
round
I know.
here, round here. They
Now
always stand up straight. He dated the lead
that
singer
sounds
dated
awful.
Jennifer
That sounded
Aniston.
absolutely awful. I lost an eye.
Lead singer dated Jennifer
Let's
Aniston.
not do a
Mark
remix
Okay.
of that one. You
That's
think if I don't know
impressive.
the songs, I'm gonna know
Jennifer
that the lead singer
Aniston?
did
Yeah.
it? It's
During
Brad
her friend-
Pitt?
during
It's
her
the lead
friends'
singer Brad
days.
Pitt. I don't
No.
know.
Really?
During her friends' days,
Friending
Adam,
crows?
Didn't you
Adam
hear me
Duritz
sing
from
the
Counting
theme song
Crows.
to Friends? I don't know Friends. I don't.
Mark, you know Jennifer Aniston was on Friends, and it was the biggest comedy show of all time.
I know who she is. I know.
Mark.
I know.
Mark. Jennifer Aniston from Friending Crows. You know her, dude.
Oh, that's all you had to say, dude.
Yeah. Dude.
Mr. Joke me.
See?
Dude, I know what you're talking about.
But if she got with Jennifer during her heyday, you must
Yeah.
have been somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was big. That's how big that band was. Adam Duritz
Duritz.
and Adam
David,
Duritz.
we get it. You're a huge Counting Crows fan. You don't have to like.
I follow him around. I tour with him. I'm selling
We believe you,
crows.
dude.
I'm selling crows in the parking lot of
How many
every
crows? How many
concert.
crows are there?
Live crows. I sell live crows at the concert.
Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
Is that legal?
I'm a crowhead. I'm a crowhead.
I
I think
think,
they're called Crow Bros. I think they're
Yeah.
I'm a crow, bro.
I think that's a violation of the Wildlife Act.
I mean, yeah, they're after me.
Do you guys ever meet up with the Sheryl Crow fans?
Bit huge. That's
No.
That's
That's
like,
like East Coast. That's like East Coast, West Coast.
Yeah.
that's
Counting
like-
Crows versus Sheryl Crow
Yeah,
fans don't like each other. Not at all.
dang.
Peter, do you remember
Santa
the
Monica
first
Boulevard
CD
is
that
the
you
line
ever
you don't
bought?
cross.
The first CD I ever bought?
Yeah.
The first CD I ever bought, believe it or not, do you remember the
I
first
thought you
album?
were gonna. I thought you were
You're
gonna.
alive.
The first album's probably
You
on
looked
tape.
like you were gonna cough and then shrink down in your seat.
Let me tell you about the first. Yeah. No, so the first album I ever got was sold such a long time ago that it wasn't a CD, it was a tape,
It was
Yeah,
tape.
yeah.
and I believe it was an MC Hammer tape.
Hell yeah.
Dang.
Tight.
And then my first.
Please,
CD,
Hammer, don't hurt him.
Wait, it was.
What if it was Please Hammer Don't Hurt Him?
Was that the first one? It
No,
was the
that's
first one.
that was the big one. Please Hammer Don't Hurt Him was the one with like Too Legit to Quit and all that stuff. I
Okay,
think.
so which one was it? Which one? It was. I believe it was the first Hammer. It could have been the second. Actually, I don't remember, but I know it was
Wow.
MC Hammer.
I didn't even know he had any other albums other than
Oh,
Too
No,
Legit
yeah,
to Quit
two.
one.
What was
No,
the one
he
where
had-
where he was just Hammer, where he changed to Hammer, and he was doing like
Oh
hardcore
right,
rap?
like and then it was Pumps and the Bumps.
Yes,
Pumps and the
two pumps in the
Bumps.
bump.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that's because Suge Knight started becoming his manager.
They tried to rebrand him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. A lot of
that
people
word
don't know
existed.
that. Like Hammer was very close friends with all those guys, and he was really close with Tupac too. It's crazy.
He also has a
Whoa,
song.
I didn't know
he
that.
also has a song that one of the lyrics is Osama bin laid down.
No.
Dang, he was early.
That's true. Look it up.
He was
Find
early
it.
on that Osama.
Osama bin
That's-
laid down.
No.
Osama bin laid down.
That is a wild thing to hear.
That's a lot of. That's what I call poetry. Osama,
Damn.
Osama bin Laden.
Nobody's made that joke even after everybody knew who Osama bin Laden was.
No.
He was that early.
That's pretty early. My first CD though, was actually a Tchaikovsky CD because I was like, I was learning the piano and I was like getting into classical music, and I was at like Target or something like that, and they had this bin with like $1.99 CDs, and I found the Tchaikovsky one. I was like, Mom, will you buy this? And then she did it, and it was cool because it was my first CD, and it didn't have a lot of songs that I liked, but like it was amazing to be able to skip forward, like skip to the next. That was just and then
Wow.
What
How
is
old
the
are
parent?
you?
What a lovely. Yeah, how old were you?
man, I don't. I was probably like 10.
So you were into music at a young age, even
I
though
love
you
music.
weren't in
Ooh, we
theater.
got a
You played
Tchaikovsky
music.
head.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
I
really
love music.
cool. I
And
didn't
he's- and
realize that
he's-
you played
okay,
music
so
that young.
Stormy's 10 years old. You're in Target. She turns to you and she wants you to buy earnestly a Tchaikovsky CD.
I
What do
would
you think?
fall.
What do you think as a mom?
I would fall to the floor in tears. Like
Yeah.
I did it. I
Right?
You are.
created this
I am
child
mother.
Right?
who is asking me that at 10, 12. I wouldn't any age.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you
Beautiful.
pick that CD up, and then she goes no, and she moves it away, and it's like the 100 best kitten farts. She's like, I want that one.
Nice.
And I'll be like, you're no longer seeing your Uncle David anymore. You
One
guys aren't friends anymore.
That should
You're
be
not
a
in a
rule now.
relationship.
That's a good deal though. Anything, 100 of anything for
Right.
$1.99 is a really good deal.
Honestly, it is. That's a
That's
banger.
Especially
But
farts.
also,
About
if
100
you were to
pennies.
have something that's too good, 100 for $1.99, it also makes you feel like, I don't know if I trust the quality of this.
It's like buying fruit at the 99-cent store. You're like,
How
Yeah,
is it so cheap?
Are these gonna be?
Sure.
These can't be quality kitten
How,
farts.
yeah. When you buy,
I bet half of them aren't kitten
there's
farts.
something wrong with these kittens.
Whenever I buy canned kitten farts, as we all do,
Right.
first thing
Peter,
I do.
Peter, do not jump on board. Do not jump on board with
I
them.
mean, it's so easy. You just
No, no, no. Peter, do not.
It's like a tennis ball can. It's
Do
like
not
a-
trust them about this kitten farts thing, okay? Listen, don't join in on their game of kitten farts. Okay, don't do it.
You know,
It's
and
not safe.
I'm starting to be concerned that this is upsetting you, and I'm going to stop it, fellas. I'm out. I'm out.
That's good.
Thank you.
I'm out.
Ooh, okay.
Thanks, Peter. That was a good
you.
call. That was very
Do you
respectful.
see how he did that, David?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's it.
Do you see how he did that so respectfully? I used to be on a team with Peter. I used to be on a team with Peter, and he would
This
have
is
Really?
that
done
team
that.
solidarity.
What team
That
was
used
that?
to be team
Mess
solidarity.
hall.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, dude, it was so sick.
You guys should start your own
Honestly.
show.
Yeah, okay, maybe we will. Maybe we will.
Oh, don't threaten the guests, David, please. And the other hosts.
Oh,
You're
only
gonna have
Annie's.
to learn. You're
Only
gonna have
threatening it.
to. Yeah, you're gonna have to produce the entire show, Peter, because I really do nothing except show up.
Oh, he's
Peter,
out.
okay.
Oh,
we
he's
lost
literally out. Would it be weird if all your Iranian characters had a Sicilian wife in the background hitting people with spoons?
It would make so much sense.
Oh, did you mute?
We don't hear you, my man.
Peter, we don't
Oh,
hear
he
you.
really did. He really did take us out.
Yeah, he did.
He really.
Oh,
did
you might
this
have
time, David.
to. Hold on, talk. Oh.
Nope.
Oh. Oh.
You maybe tell them to pop back out and pop back in.
We can see you. Can you hear us? Peter?
Yeah.
Peter.
Peter? The curse.
Oh
no.
Oh my God.
This feels like Annie's loop.
This is absolutely a
Okay.
Waisaki.
I
Pull him
told
off.
him.
This is a Waisaki
Oh, yeah,
This
he
is a
popped
curse.
off.
curse.
I told
We
him
got
to
a
pop
curse.
off and pop back on.
This is weird because I
You guys
have.
do not
oh,
try and get Peter in on your kitten fart thing, okay?
Well, that
Don't
sounds
try
collective.
and.
Can you hear us,
Oh,
Peter?
it's yours.
Yes,
I
yes,
thought it
so
was your
sorry.
Oh,
idea,
nice.
folks.
So sorry about that.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's okay. This show's cursed by
Thank
Jacob
you.
Isaki. It's a very long story, but it's
Yeah.
it's expected. Jacob
Jacob
Isaki
cursed
is
us.
cursed. I'm
Yeah.
sure, so.
So-
Here's a funny thing. Just today, I noticed that
Kitten fart killed the audio stream.
Do not
There you go.
Sorry.
interrupt our guest with the kitten fart
No, that I
situation.
Hey, you can interrupt me with something like that anytime, my friend.
Thank
But
you,
no, I'm saying I
Peter.
was having some, unfortunately, just my luck today. I was having some internet issues earlier, and for some reason this kind of dropped. But hey, we're back. We're back.
That's the internet, baby.
We're back,
We're
baby.
back. We're bad.
That's the internet, baby. Don't
Peter,
trust the
should
internet.
we ask you what your topic was for tonight? Is it about
Topic
that
was
time?
I was told I could just bring in a thing to talk about, right?
Yeah, you can do anything.
Anything.
And it doesn't have to be something that has like huge significance to me, does it?
The less significance, the better.
Okay, great.
It could literally be this shirt that you're wearing right now. You know,
It could be some of
we'll
the phlegm
dive
you
in.
just coughed up. It could be any.
Sorry about that. No, that's a smoke.
Oh, boy.
That's
Okay,
a
I'm
what?
sorry. I'm sorry.
That's a weed smoker's cough. As they
Oh.
say.
Yeah.
I know that very
Peter.
well, my man.
I know
Pandemic.
it well.
Common in the
You
pandemic.
know, go ahead.
So here's my thing. So my mom had bought some like homemade, like not homemade, but like at home workout stuff, and she gave me one of them, and it's this. It's this thing, and what you do with it,
What?
it looks kind of like a
Wait, it says-
Twizzlers.
Just a circle? Okay.
So you do this with it.
Ooh.
Very good.
Just work
What?
work the everything.
And then you do this with it.
Okay. Oh, damn. Is it
Okay,
like
that was
hard?
Tough.
It's hard to do?
It kind of feels awful on my wrist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems it puts like a lot of pressure on your wrists.
It's heavy.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
It could hurt someone.
Dang.
And I'm gonna give it, even though it's free, I'm gonna give it back to her and say, like, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't need it. It takes up no space, and I still don't want it. That's how worthless it is. It was free, takes up no space, and I don't want it in my house. It's too heavy. I feel like crazy.
It's a great
Okay.
elephant gift, though. Great white elephant gift. If you save that, you know.
How can you how many ways are there to isolate the muscle? So if you held it straight out and bent it, it's all wrists.
Like
could-
that. And then
Okay.
if
What's
you
that
like a
working?
lot of
What's that working
Twizzlers.
right now? What do you feel burning?
like this, it feels like my shoulders and maybe forearms, but
Oh,
this just feels like my
Maybe anti-masturbation device.
This is
Wait, are you using it wrong?
Mom, I'm keeping it.
okay. This is not what I thought it was. No, wait, but how would it be anti-masturbation? You just how
Do you
would
think it keeps your hands busy, maybe, or it hurts your wrists
Yeah, it's
too
like
bad?
okay.
No.
Fidget spinner for
That's
your-
what
So
all of the Christian kids got, right, David, at your Bible camp?
Yeah.
Right. They're like, okay.
We had these on necklaces, and we had them everywhere we went. Anytime we had a bad thought, oh, my wrists are too tired to masturbate with now.
Like, remember, kids. Whenever you feel the urge, take off the necklace and start jerking. No. Also, here's another one. You can also squeeze it like this.
Oh, that's a good
Oh
one.
shit.
Oh, that's
Oh,
good for those
okay.
That's all
fine
forearms,
muscles.
right? That's
Absolutely.
all.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so your mom made this or gave this to
No,
you?
my mom. Oh, that'd be wild if she made
She
it.
3D
She
prints them.
runs a high tech rubber manufacturing plant.
So yeah, she basically gave it to me. She broke her wrist, and luckily it's fine. But not now. But now she's going to physical therapy, and the physical therapist had something like this and said, "You use these." And then she bought a set of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
She gave me this one because it was too heavy for her. It was too hard for her to use this one, and it's kind of hard for me to use too. And it's just not fun. It's also not fun. It's also one of the least fun things that like.
But I feel like this could be a video. You've got to make a video, at least one or two, before you give it back to your mom.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, it's a dried up ShamWow. That's what it is.
It's a dried up Slim Jim.
Let me tell you, this could easily beat. You could beat a mouse. You could beat anything, and I wouldn't because I love.
Self-defense.
Yeah,
You
now
love
let me,
mice. You love
yeah, let me
mice.
ask you, when she sent it to you, did she tell you what it was, or is this what your assumption is?
No. I was at the house, and then she was like, "This is what this is.
Oh,
You
okay.
want to
So
take one of these because
okay.
I can't use this." I was okay. I'll take it. I brought it home, used it for literally 30 seconds. It was like, nope. This is
I
not
put a dent in my wall when I threw it.
What about
it
using
killed
it like
one of my
this,
neighbors.
Peter? What about using it like this?
Yeah, what if you do that?
Yeah, wiggle it. Just
Try
wiggle
There you
it.
go. Just.
Oh, yeah, like that.
Yeah, that probably gives you definition.
Put the hands in the middle. Yeah. See if you can.
Yeah. Clip this. Clip this. Clip
Yeah,
this.
one-handed.
Pepper grinder.
Maybe it's like a joint roller.
Satan's dick.
Yeah,
Put
for
a joint in there.
Yeah,
Yo, what
for
could we
real,
use this?
a real
What could we
dude.
use this as so that Peter will keep it?
When the world
and not
opens
break
back
his
up,
mother's
what
heart?
prop could this be?
I mean, I could just again. I think a weapon because
Yeah.
it's
heavy.
light, but it
Thud.
also hurts.
It's got girth.
Like yeah, it's got girth, which all weapons should. No, you know what? I thinking back right now, I'm like, you know what? I could probably give this to somebody who is, I don't know, I was about to say pole swinger, but I mean like some pole swinger.
A tiny.
Someone like
Yeah.
What do you call someone?
Pole swinger. No, it's pole swinger.
Exotic dancer.
Someone
I don't
who,
think you're allowed to call them that anymore. I think it's
Pole dancer.
Exotic dancer.
pole dance.
Pole
Okay, yeah,
swinger?
pole
Pole
dancer.
dancer.
So because when you say pole dancer, like that doesn't like okay. I guess obviously there's a difference between a pole dancer and someone that's an exotic dancer who does pole dancing for work.
Right.
Yeah, they're all different facets, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a-
different levels. Different levels.
Different
Yeah,
accreditation.
different echelon.
yeah. But they
but
all
what
need
if-
to use strong forearm grip strength.
Yeah.
I could
So they all
see
need
Peter
that.
now being like, you know what? I'm going to put this in my car just in case I need to protect myself. This could be like good, self defense. And then he's going to be spotted in the news like man jumps out of his car to save woman using big dildo.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a dildo.
And then,
It's this weird thing my mom gave me.
Man slaps burglar with
The dildo samurai strikes
Brady's
again.
dildo.
and then they're like, and here we are with the dildo man himself. I just want to say, this is not a sex toy. How would this be a sex toy? This is very
Well,
thick.
sir, what is it?
Well-
Sir, then what is it?
Well,
You
Explain
won't
yourself,
believe it.
sir.
You're not going to believe me when I tell you, but this is what you literally do with it.
No,
Yeah.
that's a dildo.
Yeah,
Sir,
that's a
no one
dildo,
works
sir.
out that way. No one
Well-
works out that way.
To sum it up, local pervert saves woman, and back to you, Steve.
And then Steve's like, man, oh, sorry.
Peter,
Can I keep
this? Is there an official name for that exercise?
It says Logest Heavy, Logest Heavy. I think that's the name of the company, and Heavy is this particular one is heavy.
Right.
But again, it looks like a Twizzler, but it certainly doesn't taste like one,
Well,
Damn it.
and it smells like rubber.
If it
You did
smelled
try
like
to
a
eat
Smells
it.
like a Twizzler. Okay.
that would be nice.
Yeah. Earlier in the beginning of the show, you good folks were talking about churros. This reminds me a tiny
could
bit
be
of like a churro.
Churro maker.
We could really pull a goof on Dylan, man. We just paint that brown, sprinkle some brown sugar on it. We could really trick
get him to
him.
eat it, heat it up a little bit.
I don't think you're giving him enough credit. I think he would immediately be like, "This is
on
no
there.
churro."
I don't know. He likes to.
This is
We're a
no
big
churro.
prank group. We're kind of a big prank group.
Kind of a prank group.
All right, let's give it a shot. But I'm telling you, once he, because when you do this to a churro, it shouldn't be
No.
doing this.
No.
Is that how you test your churros? Every time you get a churro, you try to break it in half just to make sure it's not a workout device now?
That's how I test anything I eat. I try to break it.
Yeah.
I try to break
Just
it.
rip pasta in a bowl of pasta. You just rip it right in half to make sure it's food.
Yeah,
It's good.
and it always is. It always is. I love pasta, by the way. I would gladly trade this in for a bowl of pasta right now. I'll tell you that.
Where's your favorite place in LA to get pasta, Peter?
Man, I really love La Buca Osteria on Melrose
Oh,
it's
yeah.
in
good.
West Hollywood. Or is it West
Oh,
Hollywood?
okay.
Yeah.
I also
Hollywood's so different these days. It's hard to know.
Yeah, because when no one's fighting in the street, you really can't tell
You
where
don't
you
Can't
are.
tell where you
remember
are.
where you are.
Yeah. Go 4
Yeah.
fights, make a left, and then when you see the brawl, you're there.
That's how
Yeah.
you know where
If
everything
you
is.
run into the knife fight, you've gone
What up,
too far.
Seedmo?
So a buca ester.
La Buca Osteria, and then also Little Dom's is really nice. I love
Oh,
their food.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's right up the
Like
street.
they got
Have you ever
pasta.
had La Pergoletta?
Yes. Oh, La Pergoletta is fantastic too.
Isn't that
Absolutely.
so good?
It's delicious.
Where's that at? Where's
I
that at?
love La Pergoletta.
There's two.
Down the
There's
street.
one in. Yeah, there's one in. Are they both in Silver Lake, or one is?
There's
in,
one half
Down
a
from-
mile away from Little Dom's.
Little Dom's, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm.
That's the
delicious.
one I know. I don't know about another La Pergoletta.
They have another one that they opened somewhere else, like not too far. But yeah, I love that place.
Nice.
It's delicious.
So good. I love homemade pasta. Or
Yes.
restaurants who make homemade pasta. So good.
I wish I could make homemade pasta.
Me too. I hear it's pretty easy. You just get the machine and it's
Bonkers.
super simple.
It looks easy.
It feels like it's so much easier just to get it from a good place in LA than to make it yourself. Do you know what I mean?
You can buy it fresh too, right? Like I've never bought fresh pasta and cooked it. It's always been like dried. But I wonder, like,
Oh,
Yeah,
Like-
Lil Dom's. You can get it at Lil Dom's.
Oh, really?
really?
Yeah,
Mhm.
totally, for sure.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
We did just get an impression challenge
Oh.
from Real Nerdy Batman that says, I want to see Peter do his Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Oh.
And that's up to you, Peter.
And hey, you can take it or leave it like that exercise equipment.
You
Is
can
this-
take
you
it
can
or leave
sink?
it.
Right?
You can
I mean-
take it or you can sink it.
Well, that's Nerdy Batman is a good friend of ours, so I'm gonna
Yes, he is.
indulge him because I love him. I mean, in just in my defense, I don't do a Lin-Manuel Miranda. I look like a Lin-Manuel Miranda, but if I was gonna do one, I'd probably be like,
Have you never done one before?
I have, but I never had to do the impression. I just talk the way I talk. Hi. Okay, this is me as Lin-Manuel Miranda. This is me as Lin-Manuel Miranda. Hey everyone, I'm Lin-Manuel Miranda, and I want to say, yo, Hamilton is a really good show. Hamilton, he was my bro. I saw 20 minutes of Hamilton and I turned it off. I saw 20 minutes of it, I couldn't watch it anymore. Not that it wasn't great, it was almost too great. It was
too
like,
good.
it overwhelmed me. I
too
was
dense.
just like, this, yeah, it's very dense. If
Yeah.
you haven't seen Hamilton,
And you
watch
don't know
it.
also don't know anything about history.
If you haven't
It's a
seen,
lot.
If you
Because
haven't
it
seen Hamilton, watch it for Peter.
Are you like a stunt double hired by Lin-Manuel Miranda to promote his movie because he doesn't have the time? So you're like the Dave, like the movie Dave, where he impersonates the president. You
Yes.
go around to functions as him.
Yeah, I'm going around right now, different functions, talking about In the Heights. Haven't seen that one either, so I hope nobody asks about it. But it's just gonna be like, hey everybody, me Lin-Manuel. Hey, hope you're doing well.
That's good.
No, but I'm a fan of Lin-Manuel. I think he's really talented, and he seems like a nice guy. He seems like a nice guy. But yeah, I've got the Lin-Manuel a lot. Is he happy? Is he happy with that? I guess I
I'm
can do
still
it
waiting
again.
for you
I
to
mean,
do
I'm
it.
happy with
that
it.
I'm still
counts.
waiting for
We're
you to
happy
do
with
it.
I did it.
You've just been being yourself this whole time.
Right, exactly.
He's
It's
still
okay.
doing it,
Okay.
and he's still.
Yeah, he's still doing
Sorry.
it.
All right, I'm gonna stop. Stop, and then let me restart. Hi, Lin-Manuel Miranda here. I love rapping. I love music. Check this out. How does a bastard the son of a child of a bastard, son of a bastard child? I told you I only saw the first 20 minutes, but I was impressed.
That's the opening score. That's it. That was it.
Yeah. And then what was it? Another song from it. I
Won't
Come on,
give up my
Janice in the
shot.
chat. Janice in the
Not
chat.
gonna
She's
give.
listening
Not
right
gonna give up my shot.
yes, man.
now. The
They-
room where it happened. The room where it happened.
They were all so sweaty the first 20 minutes of that show. I was like, how are they going to do this for another hour and a half? It's
Yeah.
a 2-hour show, right?
We've all limped through 30 minutes of improv, and that is exhausting. Now, dude, 2 hours of like that high energy and remembering
Take a
that many words.
15-minute
Get out of
break
here.
and then do 2 more hours later.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah.
Lim 12.
Lim- Honestly, though, I will say this. I know it sounds like I'm bad-mouthing because I only watched 20 minutes of it. But honestly,
I don't feel like you are.
It's very impressive. I
It
just
is.
couldn't get into it. And it
I
was
don't feel
kind
like
of
you're bad mouthing it at all.
Yeah,
Peter,
but it's impressive.
maybe
It's fine.
maybe
It's
you're
totally
like me. That's the kind of show that it'd be more enjoyable actually in person, not watching that
agree.
live thing on TV.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think so. I think like live TV, it's like, wow, it's hard to almost encapsulate how much is happening.
Yeah.
But you're still at home. But I wonder at just the pageantry of it, if anything,
Yeah.
will keep you going.
That live
Yeah.
energy.
Sometimes I can't watch something at my house because it's too much for being in my house. You know what I mean? It's like when you're in someone's home, it's kind of like for me. I have to watch something like specific,
Yeah.
like
Do you
Real
know-
Housewives, Caesar,
Yeah.
all of the series. I want those women in my home. You know? Those absolute maniacs in my house.
I do have a question for you, Peter.
I gotta answer, my man.
Because there's a lot of weird ties now from just organically that we've talking about. But I brought a game, and I don't know if you want to stick around and play a quick game with us.
Sure,
And it's up to you.
I'm terrible at most games, but I'd love to stick around.
Everybody's going to be bad at this.
Okay, great.
Awesome.
That's the name of it.
Then that's my kind of game. That's my kind of game.
I'm
I
bad
thought-
at games, but I'm the most competitive person, so it's really irritating. Just warning. Okay.
But this game, do you want to just go ahead and play it, and then we'll play this game, and then we'll let you be a free man. But we'll play our thing song real quick.
Okay.
It's time for the first thing. We just talked, Peter, into staying and playing a little game I made up. We're gonna have fun. Easy please and noodle. That's gonna keep him from checking off in the future.
Nice.
Wow.
That was fucking dope.
This is
Right?
this
and you're a
is
musician. Thank you.
this game is called I Ran So Far Away.
Okay.
And the game is a distance game. I'm going to be giving y'all distances, and you guys have to figure out how far that distance is. Now, whoever loses this, and Peter cannot lose, Peter can participate but not lose. Whoever loses this, next week on the show, you will have to, I have to stop sharing this. You will have to make your own version of this Peter Banifaz classic, where he does the latest and hottest Iranian dance moves.
Oh, let's watch
So
it.
you guys
Yes.
will have to remake this video
This is a
for next week.
Oh, this is one of my favorites. This is the best.
Like remake it shot for shot.
Shot for shot.
Oh my
Dang.
golly. Oh my golly.
So you guys are going to
gonna be
have
a tough
to remake that to whoever
Wow.
loses.
That's some big shoes to fill there.
That's some big
one.
shoes.
Some bigger
God,
round.
this
mean,
is
Big,
so
tiny,
good.
tiny shoes to fill there.
Yeah, if there's anyone that can fill this tiny shoes, is this talented bunch. So I have nothing but, and I think you all will do it and do it better than me, and then I'm gonna just leave the business.
If I could do that better than you, Peter, I would run Hollywood. Okay.
You're already gonna run Hollywood.
Oh, Peter, I love you so fucking much.
You're
Okay.
on your way up.
Love you
All
all.
right. So the
Love
first
you.
one is going to be to get our bearings. Okay. And you guys might need to take a calculator out if you have a phone.
Okay.
This is going to be that kind of thing. We may have to do some big maths.
No.
boy,
Are you
okay.
serious?
Okay.
I'm going to be
Yes.
doing that dance.
Well, you don't know. You don't know
Oh,
because the
God.
first question is just straight up. What is the distance from LA to Tehran in miles? Am I saying that right? Tehran.
Yeah, that's
In
perfect.
miles. How many miles
Oh
is
my
it?
God. Okay.
And then whoever's furthest away is going to lose. I'm just going to keep up with how many losses people have.
No multiple choice, just straight
Nope.
up number.
This whole
What do
thing
we
is
need a
just
calculator for?
you'll see. Because it's going to get weird.
42,000 miles.
Okay, we got 42,000 miles. Okay.
I'm gonna say
42.
Final answers only. 42,000 miles.
I'm gonna say it's 10,500 miles.
Okay, 10,500. Yeah.
Let's go 9,000.
9,000. And Peter?
I think it's like 10,000. I'm going to be so embarrassed that I'm wrong, but
No.
in my defense, I haven't gone back to Iran, unfortunately, since I was 16.
Right.
And I'm 17 now, so that was last year. I love saying
Okay,
that.
I was actually going to say, I meant to say 4,200, but now I feel like that's way too little compared to the 10,000.
Okay,
Okay,
so you're going
so I'm-
10,000?
Yeah, I think 10,000
Okay.
is my final answer.
Final answers all around. Annie's with the loss. right off the top.
Wow.
Oh, it's a
Okay.
lot closer.
Okay, so it's in
than-
between. It's in between. So
Okay.
I meant to say 4,200 miles. But
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So this next one is you're going to see how this changes a little bit. Okay. Time to get from LA to Tehran in the world's fastest airplane.
well, what's the fastest airplane?
You don't know.
So we have to guess.
Yeah, I'm not going to give you the math. SR-71 Blackbird is the fastest.
Yes, it goes Mach 3, right?
Yeah.
Are we
Okay.
talking like fighter jets?
So
here?
think about it. 7,000 miles.
I'm
It's,
strapped in with a fighter
we have a
jet?
base of 7,500 miles. How long is the fastest airplane?
Okay,
Goes
cross the two, carry the one.
7,500 miles. How many hours would it take? I'll say.
Oh crap.
How many?
Let me.
Okay, I think the fastest airplane might go 200 miles an hour.
Okay.
So cross the T and carry the I.
I think. Can I say or?
Yeah. Go.
please.
Yeah.
I think it would take probably about 2.5 hours. I think that
Okay.
plane you're talking about goes almost like 3,000 miles per hour, or some shit like that, right?
No.
Or something like
Okay.
that.
So
I'm gonna say
2.5 hours.
4 hours. 4 hours.
Mark is at 4 hours. If it's 200 miles per hour, like Annie said,
It's slower than airline.
Yeah.
that is 7,500 divided by 200. So Annie's guess is 37 and a half hours. I'm just going to put that in there for you, Annie's. 37
Annie's
and a
I
half
would
hours.
start stretching.
Start stretching, Annie. See, Hack, what would you say? It really doesn't matter. Just anything below 37 and a half hours is probably going to be right.
You know what? I can't believe there's a plane that goes Mach 3 and you think it goes 2,000 miles an
From
hour?
Gillette?
What do you say, Yak?
Gillette
I would
from
say 3
Shave My
hours.
Balls?
3 hours. What's the answer? 3.6
No.
hours.
No.
It travels
way.
2,500 miles per hour. Peter with
crank
the
that math.
SR-71 Blackbird
Okay, can you
information.
That's sick.
Can you drink a cocktail on board going that
So
fast?
that's probably not.
Just open your mouth and
Also,
It's
this
like
is-
two people in a cockpit, kind of.
So
a,
the
Yeah. Full
SR-71
on.
Blackbird is apparently a retired reconnaissance plane. So it's not a fighter plane. The whole point it would literally go very high up in the air and travel very fast to get like reconnaissance.
yeah, no plane could catch it, fly as high or as fast. It was crazy, and they retired it. And then everybody was like, "Wait, if you're retiring that plane,
Where's the other plane? Like,
what
where's
the
the next?
fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck are we flying?"
Yeah.
So that's it.
Seedmole
So
nailed it. Seedmole said like 3.5 hours.
3.5. Yeah, very nice.
That
Right
is
wins.
wild.
All right, next one. Distance from LA to Tehran, unit of measure, longest a human has run nonstop.
Okay, so
So
lengths,
how many times? So a
lengths?
person has run nonstop. How far do you think that is?
counting
many
or not
times?
counting Forrest Gump.
Yes, I was about to say
yeah.
that.
How far did
This
Forrest-
is Forrest Gump. This is just Forrest Gump, and this is nonstop. Person run nonstop.
Wait, so
How many hours?
Basically 7,500 miles. How long would it take them to
Oh,
cover
okay.
7,500 miles?
Let me see.
How many units of that? So if say I ran 2,000 miles nonstop, that would be like 3.5.
2.5.
3.5 of this unit of measurement.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen
So,
some
how many
documentaries where
miles
this dude
somebody-
ran for like 3 days or something. I don't know if that's at least 2 days nonstop. He didn't sleep. So
Okay, so you're thinking foot speed of somebody jogging. They're jogging. They're not sprinting. They're probably
No.
jogging at like
But how far? How many
6
miles
an
do you
hour?
think somebody
5 miles
has
an hour,
gone?
6 miles an hour.
I think probably
Times-
5 miles an hour seems about right for like a long distance run. Probably.
Times 2.5 days, you're saying, Yak? So times 60 hours? So was that 300 hours? Or 300 miles?
Okay.
I was gonna say
So-
200 miles up top, which would be the same answer as my last one.
how fast an airplane can go. So Annie says 200. If y'all just say how far the person goes, I can do the math. What do
37
you,
and a half.
what do you think the distance a person has gone?
200 miles.
300 miles.
Okay. Yeah.
Really?
well, because a marathon is 26 miles and people do that.
Yeah, you're right. They can't run much more than that.
So you're saying this dude ran for 2.5 days?
Like, God
Yeah.
Individual?
dang.
Right.
Non-stop.
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 Oh my God, there's no way 200 miles.
If you're maintaining 5 miles an hour for 60 hours.
You guys got 30 seconds.
Well, I
400.
guess you can still pee
The access
yourself
400 miles?
and drink water while you run.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
shaking that catheter.
Peter, how far do you think a human can go non-stop? What's the record?
I mean, realistically, I think the non-stop could probably go, I don't know, like 120 miles.
120 miles. So the answer, ladies and gentlemen, dude ran 350 miles non-stop without sleep
God
or food.
damn.
Took him 80 hours.
What was wrong with him? What was his
80
problem?
hours, so 21 units of that.
There's
God
got to be something
What
in your
was
brain,
wrong
right,
with him?
Pete, to like make you first of all want to even do that challenge, and then to actually be able to do it. I mean,
There's ultra marathoners now who like average a 7-minute mile for like 200 miles.
right, and that's insane, dude.
Yeah, it's
Like a 7-minute mile, just as an average
crazy.
person, that's
what,
pretty good.
but what was chasing him?
Yeah,
His guilt.
because right, Dave, like a
Oh, this is
7-minute
good.
mile for an average person is pretty good.
It's
For 1
very,
mile.
it's exhausting. It's
That's
very
a good pace.
fast.
It's a good pace.
Yeah.
Yeah, after this pandemic, I'm not running anywhere near these numbers, y'all.
All right, here we go.
Near these-
Unit of measure of 1 astronomical unit.
What
Wait,
the
what's
fuck
happening
does
here?
that even mean?
That's the distance from the Earth to the Sun.
Okay, well, thank
Okay,
you.
so we're dividing. Okay.
Now,
So how far?
many-
Basically, the question is how far do you think it is from the Earth to the Sun, and then I'll do the math for you.
What's 42,000 miles divided by?
And he says 2 answers. It's either 200 or 42,000. Those are the ones.
Isn't the distance from the Earth to the Sun like 3,942 miles or something like that?
No.
Did you just
It's
Google that?
mil-
Did you say 300 miles? 3,000 miles?
3,942 miles.
No,
I think
way,
it's
way more than
millions.
that.
It's probably millions of miles. I think, yeah.
I think we're in the millions category. I mean, you just look at distance, like the distance to Tehran is 7,000 something.
Mm-hmm.
So if you flatten that, just like plane geometry or whatever, it's really far. Millions? Sure. I heard this number so many times in my life and it was never retained. It's probably said in Apollo 13
I feel like
17
I've
times.
never heard this before ever.
I don't remember. I have no
So
idea.
astronomical unit is the unit that of measurement for Earth and
1
the
link
sun,
from the
right?
Earth to the Sun, yeah.
I mean,
Earth to the
wow.
sun.
I mean, I think it would be what man.
Okay,
I'd
so
say
I
millions.
think
I like jumping in the
42,000
millions and the many,
miles.
many millions. 62. Let's go with the dinosaurs. 65 million miles.
65 million. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
I
Yak,
think
you sticking with 3,900?
12,000.
Divided
Okay,
by
12,000.
970. I think 43 times.
43.
Wait, what's the
Times?
question?
Just guess how
Oh.
far the Earth and the Moon are. Or, I mean, the Earth and the Sun. Just guess how many miles that is. And then
From the
we'll-
Earth to the Sun, I think 42,000 miles.
42,000 miles. Okay. Peter?
I would say that the distance between LA and Tehran in an astronomical unit would be like maybe like one millionth of an astronomical
Dang.
Okay.
mile. You know, I mean, I almost don't even know what I'm saying.
Well, he's
Yeah.
doing the,
No.
he's doing
You
the
know what?
calculation for
I
us.
forgot immediately.
It's pretty low. It's 93 million miles.
I
Damn.
was halfway there. It's a little more than halfway there.
Wait a minute.
Yak said 12,000 miles. Pretty close.
Oh my god.
That is something though. That is so
90
big.
I think that's around
Three.
the world, maybe.
1,000 miles away.
93 million.
Gotcha.
I mean, 93.
So almost as far as going
Sibo
from
was
the
close.
east side to the beach.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is fucking crazy.
It's a big space out there, y'all.
It's big space. All right, next
Big
one.
space. It's a big
We can
space.
slam through some of these. Time to get from LA to Tehran if you were a sloth.
Okay, so Sloth is moving at about... How long is it going to take Sloth to go 1 mile,
Oh my
guys?
god. I'm starting to miss the kitten farts.
So a mile is okay. Here, we'll break it down. Guys. We can do this. We're fucking smart. A mile is 5,280 feet. How long does it take a sloth to crawl a foot?
I don't have any fucking idea. I mean,
Use your imagination. How long does it take Stormy to crawl? How long does it take Stormy to crawl a foot?
she's running now.
How long did it take Stormy to crawl a foot when she was first crawling? You're like, oh my God.
You might as well just ask me the sloth question. I don't have any fucking idea.
Okay,
think
your
I'm
pet
tiny.
sloth. How long does it take your pet sloth to?
Is the sloth holding one of those orange workout things?
Yeah, he's been working out. He's been working out with one of those
That
pretty
makes a
hard.
difference. There's a sloth. He's there.
Okay, maybe it would take a sloth like 12 hours to go a mile.
Okay.
Wow, that would suck.
12
Is that
hours
really
to go a
true, you
mile.
think? I have
They
no
walk-
idea.
Apparently, they walk incredibly slow. That makes sense to me.
They might even sleep before they get a mile.
I think it would
This-
take Okay,
12 hours.
7 miles.
So 975 divided by 12. Right? Was that...
I don't know what these numbers are. 12,000 times 4 minus 352. And carry the 17.
I think probably a couple of years.
Okay. Yeah, a couple of years.
Yeah,
That's
what
I
good.
would say like 2 years.
what
2
math
years.
am I doing?
Because, yeah, especially because it's going to have to walk on water.
I forgot about that. Yeah. I forgot about the swimming, the
no.
walking on water
I forgot
part.
about that too.
Yeah,
I
it'll-
didn't.
No, that
do
doesn't
any.
count. It's just a straight shot.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, it will never get there because it's going to drown. But
Right.
if it didn't, I think I say 2 years.
Okay. 2 years? How long do y'all think?
12 years.
Okay. Okay.
Oh God, I don't know if I'm doing my math.
I
right
studied
at all.
sloths in college, so
Nice.
You did?
yeah, I have a pretty good idea.
I'm gonna say. How? What are the guesses again? How were we at?
I don't know.
We got 2
12
years and 12 years. Peter
12
says 2, and he says 12 years.
Oh God, I'm gonna say 50 years.
50 years. Okay. Yeah.
And a cool decade.
Decade. Well, guys, this is going to blow your minds. It'll take them 2.5 million hours because they travel at 0.003 miles per hour.
So 2.5 million hours is
Divided by how many hours are in a year? There's 8,700 hours in a year. It would take it like a billion years, basically.
wow. Poor thing.
That's a lot of math, but I'm not.
I don't think it's going.
He's
Divided
never
by
gonna go. He or she is never
8,760.
gonna go.
It would take 262 years.
And this is not even considering the water.
Yeah,
We're not even.
gonna drown.
It'll
he's
drown.
He's got to get scuba lessons. How long is it going to take him to get scuba lessons?
All right, next one. All right. Unit of measurement, the length of the average woman's uterus.
Oh, good Lord.
How many? How many? You want to skip this one?
What gave you that impression?
Okay, cool. Well,
I
there's
just hate when they.
it's 3 to 4 inches deep, so it would be 114 million uteruses.
How far
I
is it
just
to
hate
Tehran
when
and
men-
kitten farts?
I just hate when men talk about the average woman's uterus. It's like not every woman has an average
David Brown,
uterus.
expert on average women's uteri.
All right, this is a funner one. The speed of a fart, how long would it take you to get there? You don't like that one
I
either?
gotta go
Do you want me to
home.
you want to skip that one too?
Next.
Do you guys
What is
hate
the
this
speed
game
of a
now?
fart? What's the speed
Fart
of a
travels 6.8 miles per hour.
That's pretty slow. I thought it would be much faster.
I mean, it'd beat a sloth.
He's going to fart and sloth race.
6.8 miles per hour.
So a sloth's fart is faster than the sloth is?
Yes.
What do?
Wow.
You
If it could only.
a radar
Really
gun
sad.
to someone's butt and just let them.
I mean, that's my guess.
That's
Yeah.
the
That's
only
why
way.
they can't be
That's a
propelled.
stinky radar gun.
It's,
All right, I'll skip to the last one just because it was weirdly mentioned earlier. Okay, hold on.
oh, Lord. I'm just kidding.
Oh my!
We'll just go through.
MC
Okay.
Hammer question?
Okay, there's an MC Hammer related
Oh
question.
wow.
Weirdly enough,
That's
if the amount
bizarre.
of albums MC Hammer's record, Please Hammer Don't Hurt 'Em, were feet.
This is fucking crazy that this is one of your
Okay.
questions.
Did
Isn't
go
that weird?
platinum? Did that go platinum? Is it a million?
Isn't that weird? Like, how many albums do you think he sold? And then I'll do the math for you.
Let's say
This
it went
is
platinum.
fucking crazy that this is one of the,
I think he probably sold about 12 million. He went diamond on that, so that means he at least sold 10 million.
Hello. Okay.
I believe he went diamond. Man, I don't honestly.
Diamond's
I gotta
big,
stop
isn't it,
pretending
for-
I know these things for a fact because I really don't.
God,
But
I'm the same way. I like, I'm just like,
Cha,
oh,
cha,
this is
cha.
the answer. Like, I feel so
Right.
confident, but then I'm like, I actually don't know.
It's all based on how many it sold. I have no idea. It went diamond. That's humongous. 10
It's
million.
massive.
I mean, Britney
He's one of 10 rappers to go diamond, I think.
God
Britney
damn.
Spears went diamond and Sync
Yeah.
went diamond, so it's definitely happened. But I wonder, because man, when there was nothing. Like there was music you had to buy. You had no choice.
Right? You couldn't just like, get it on Napster.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you can't-
This
like
was
you-
pre-Napster, so a lot of album sales, right?
That's how I know
Please
time.
hammer, don't rip them.
Yeah.
That's please hand it. Yeah.
That was one
exactly.
about farts where it was like, please don't, Hammer, please don't rip one.
That's
he
why I
had
don't wear
those
those pants.
And he had those big pants, so that fart
Exactly.
cloud was
you
hanging
got
out there.
that. You
Probably.
got mind melted on that one.
Exactly.
Fart pants.
I
Dance
was
with
in
the crowd.
dance, and everybody had cool MC Hammer pants and dance.
Maja Cat says, I danced with the crowd he invited on stage at ATH. At the
Nice.
Indiana State Fair.
Wow, how
Tight.
fun.
awesome.
Dude, I bet that was so freaking fun.
That's tight.
All right, so y'all just guess
Damn.
how many albums you think he sold, and then
I like
I'll
your
do
guess
the math.
12. I like Peter's 12 million.
Oh, Mark's doubling up.
I'm doubling down.
We'll go ahead and say 42 million.
It's either 200 or 42 million.
MC Hammer's Please Hammer Don't Hurt 'Em is the highest selling album of all time.
Yak,
Yeah.
what do you think?
Let's
Yeah.
do 15 million.
15 million.
Okay.
And the answer is sold 18 million.
Wow.
So it would take 2.2 Please Hammer Don't Hurt 'Ems.
That's what I was doing. I was doing the distance in feet.
Mhm.
See?
Oh, yeah,
This-
39.9 million.
And I
yeah,
said
so you got that
42.
one right. I'll say you got that right.
Thank
Wow.
you.
And he's amazing.
That is
That was
pretty
great.
amazing.
Thank you.
You
Thanks so
said
much,
40
guys.
million and I laughed, but
Yeah.
the joke was on me,
Joke was on all of
Yeah.
us. Joke was
on all of us. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Thanks, y'all, for playing that game.
Hell
Thank
yeah,
you.
Dave. That was a great
Thank you. Thank you. It's sad that will never happen again. No one will ever sell 18 million albums again.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
Tom
Maybe
Brady?
stream. People get them streams now. It's about hitting Tom Brady will.
Tom,
Yeah, the Undertaker. The Undertaker, dude. The Undertaker.
and they're both coming out with albums.
Yeah, together.
I can't
Peter,
wait.
dude, I think it was our second spank that we ever did. I didn't really know you yet, but you were doing Alexa Loftus's spank. It was about
Yeah.
a jockey.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And dude, I
yeah.
remember I think we went first, and so I was able to watch your show after. And I remember just being like, dude, this dude is so fucking funny.
Love you, man.
Just the
Thank you.
physicality, just your
Love you.
timing.
I gotta
just-
say, like
Yeah.
one of the reasons why, like, I really can't wait for live comedy to come back, and I'm very much waiting to see when news of UCB or anything like that comes back, is I want to see you on stage.
I
doing
love
your
you.
thing
Likewise.
again.
Likewise.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
such a I love you all. Hope people watching know how much amazing work Private Streets put on the UCB stages over such a long period of time, and I've always admired you guys. Always loved your work. Always loved you as people. Shout out to the homie Dylan,
Hell yeah.
And
who got
Safe
living
caught,
the best life.
he got caught in a lie at Disneyland when he was actually at
California
at-
Adventure.
No, I'm kidding.
Busted.
Bust-
We're gonna hold it against.
No, no,
We're gonna hold it against him.
He's such a good dude. He can get away with it. He's got
That's
a
so
pass.
true. That's so
Yeah.
true.
But yeah, thank you so much for your kind words. I really appreciate that.
Yeah,
Man,
thanks, bud, for
Peter,
coming on. We
this
love you,
just
man.
feels like so incredibly special that you came onto the show. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
We had it in your Chiron a second ago, but where can the good people find you? all these things. we've been talking about.
Please follow me on Instagram at pbani, PBANI.
You got to.
Please follow
do.
me. Yes.
Yes,
Thank you so
yes,
much.
Yes.
He's so funny. He will brighten
Love
your
you
day.
guys. Thank
Oh
you.
my
Love you all.
God.
Thank you so
Love
much.
you, bud.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
so much.
Hell yeah,
coming
man.
on.
Dude.
We'll see
Thanks
you
for having me.
in person soon.
Yes.
sometime, man.
Hopefully soon.
Hell
yes.
yeah.
Love you guys. Thank you
Love
so
you,
much.
Love
bro.
you, Peter.
Man. Later.
Dang, what a
Dang.
guy.
Oh, man.
What a great dude.
What a guy.
You guys are all
What?
going pink. Let me see if I can go pink. I want to
A
join you.
treat. What a
see if I can
treat.
join
Ladies
you
and
in
gentlemen, that was Peter. And then we got, on Thursday, we got Carl Tart coming on the show.
Yes.
Oh my God.
That'll be a killer show.
That's
I
going to be
can't
fun.
wait.
Then the next day, we're doing game night with Matt.
Ah.
This is going to be rad. He
Yeah,
just
if you were good at the games
he mailed
tonight,
us he mailed us packages. I was
Yeah.
trying to get us used to playing some more complicated games because he puts you through the fucking ringer on
guys,
some of these
yeah,
things.
You guys got to bring it. You guys got to bring it that night because it's.
Yeah,
you
this is
thought
we're gonna
was
need you,
hard.
chat. We're gonna need you for that night, chat. A lot of us needing chat type of
Yes.
stuff.
But we're gonna have
in
to
that
break
one.
it down,
Our
guys.
chat's
We're
smart.
gonna have to be thinking. How fast does a sloth
Yeah.
move? We
Oh
gotta-
my
we
God,
gotta
that's
start
exactly
thinking
what
that.
we're going to be met
It's
with.
gonna
I
be-
should not smoke any weed that night.
Yes, don't
Or
guys.
smoke
Everybody in the
double.
chat, or yeah,
Drink
Yeah.
coffee.
or hit a higher level of consciousness.
Yeah,
Okay.
get that.
You know everything.
Yeah.
Damn, I
And
like
then we
that.
got Ellie on the show
Oh,
at the end of the
goodness.
week,
Oh my
the month.
goodness. Oh my goodness.
And then the next week is Memorial Day weekend. We're gonna be taking it off.
We're taking that
We
week
be
off.
taking the Memorial Day
We
off.
be
Taking the
Taking
Memorial
it
Day
off.
off.
Ooh, I gotta
We
take
be
that
taking the
down.
Memorial Day off. Well, I got to transition here because.
Oh, that's very
Where
nice.
am I at? Am I blurry again?
Yeah,
Let me
you're a
look
little
at-
blurry. But
You're
get that
the
transition.
blurry.
Got it. Stay blurry.
yeah.
These damn glasses.
Your computer needs glasses.
I think we can probably call this one Sherlock Returns.
Wait. Wait. This could be a couple of things. I'm excited about both. Hold on. It's time for the second thing. This one might be a creepy thing. Cause that laugh was evil as fuck. I don't think Sherlock laughed like that. But that's probably just me. I remember him being kinda chill.
Yeah.
And a brainiac and kind of a little bit unlikable.
I feel like Watson
Yeah,
would have
he's a
done the
big
laugh
guy.
like that, but not Sherlock.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
gonna
nothing.
plug.
I don't know
I'm
why.
gonna plug in real quick my camera.
I don't know why I creeped
Oh.
on you. Yeah, there was nothing. There's no creep factor here. It's just. if
Now,
anything,
this
he
could
was
be a
dick, yeah.
number of things. What Sherlock thing is this?
Well, a little while back, I busted out my.
Yeah, his book.
My
The book. Got it. I didn't know if this was an update on the nail dropper.
Oh no! That would be its own thing. Although I do have to
Oh.
say, I attended the last two Zoom police breakfast with the cops meeting, is what they're calling it, and they did not address the issue, and
Wow.
it's
Wow.
been a little frustrating. So I don't know if
Wait.
the case has gone cold.
Wait, is
The
that
case
true?
has gone cold. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was a big deal. Like it will be addressed on the thing, and the case has gone completely cold. There's been no report. I think that they're
Okay, we need a-
about it on the last one.
We
gotta
need
get
to
it,
talk
we gotta
about
get it, we
this,
gotta get
and
it.
we
Oh
need
my
updates
God.
from you, Mark.
And
I
I'm
cannot
still
believe
on Nextdoor, and I'm looking. There've been no posts about it. The whole thing's the trail's gone cold, and the whole case
I
is gone.
cannot believe that you've
It might be a
attended
cold
two
case.
Zoom meetings with the police department, and you have not told us that.
Guys, it's a lot more depressing than you think it is.
Great, and that's what's perfect for this show.
Yeah, we need you to be live streaming this, okay?
Yeah.
Well,
We can do special streams
That's
for
when
these
you-
for
Yeah.
this when
Join
you guys
me
are
at
on it.
7:30 on a Wednesday morning,
When I quietly sit and listen.
as I eat my eggs and watch the same concerned citizens ask about why they can't demoralize homeless people more. Yeah, it'll be fun.
Dang,
That
that's
sounds
a
like a
rough
good
way to
stream.
open your morning.
Yeah.
It's a tough way. I'm just like, I just want to hear about the nail dumper.
Yeah.
Monsters.
What about the nail dumper? You
the
say in
nail
your
dumper?
sweats.
Oh, am I muted? Sorry. What
Unbelievable.
about the
Amelia
nail
walks
dumper?
in. Unbelievable.
nail
Can you
dumper?
believe this? Still not talking about the nail dumper,
Still
and we're
not.
42 minutes in.
But anyway, since we have these deductive reasoning skills, and since we've already primed ourselves with David's game, and since we have to really train ourselves for Matt's game in a few weeks,
Oh no!
I
You
figure we've
guys,
got a couple more.
42,000 miles.
yeah,
And you
42,000
could
miles.
ask the chat though for help in almost
Yeah.
all these games, so you'll be paired up.
Great.
So
So again, remember these are Sherlock Holmes mysteries. So it's a story, and he's always a jerk. Sherlock Holmes is always the biggest dickhead about these things. And they're sort of problems to solve and kind of logical brain teasers. So I'll give you
So
the
this
first
is
one.
riddle. This is like a riddle time.
It's like a riddle time. Yeah, it's riddle
Okay.
time. Riddle time, fun time.
All right, I like this.
Okay.
Mrs. Hudson's mischievous great-nephew was once again in Baker Street, but on his visit he graduated to larceny, disappropriating a rather important note from Mr. Hudson's purse. When we questioned him about it, he professed innocence, saying, "I didn't steal it, sirs. No, I found it in that book over there. She must have used it as a bookmark, and I remember for certain that I found it between pages 47 and 48, poking out at the top of the book. Holmes immediately knew he was lying." How?
So what he steal out of the purse? It was
A bookmark
stole
popping
a
out of a
bookmark.
book.
out of a
Yeah.
purse.
Mrs. Hudson's mischievous great-nephew
Please, yeah.
was once again in Baker Street, but on this visit he graduated to larceny, disappropriating a rather important note from Mrs. Hudson's purse. When he was questioned about it, he professed innocence, saying, "I didn't steal it, sirs. No, I found it in that book over there. She must have used it as a bookmark. And I remember for certain that I found it between pages 47
Oh, I know.
and 48,
I know.
poking
already.
out of the top of the book. Holmes immediately knew he was lying. How? So how did he know?
Because the pages, the pages are.
What was that? That you just
Because
Right
the
there.
pages is because the pages are.
Oh, okay. No, that didn't make any sense.
Well, I think what you're trying
Was she
to
blind?
Tell me if this is what you meant, Anise, that he got the pages wrong, that it wasn't actually in between 47 and 48.
Yeah, well, originally I was thinking that you can't put something. I can't say what I thought first.
Well, Sherlock Holmes is always right. So the
I
book
was gonna
not
say
found
that-
in the book. The book or the note was not found in the book. This is how he's proven that it was stolen. Why was the note couldn't possibly be found between pages 47?
Because she's
48.
blind. Mrs. Hudson is blind and she cannot read a regular book. Why would she be reading a regular book?
Why does she have a note?
It's got,
The note was
it's
found
got Braille on it.
47 and 48.
Okay. Damn, I thought
Somebody
that
in
was
the
really
chat,
going to be it.
some people nailed it in the chat. But here's the official. The book's pages are numbered starting from the right-hand side, meaning that page 48 would be on the back of page 47, and nothing could be between them.
Well, that's what I wanted to say, but
right.
that's not
1, 2.
true because the pages 47, 48, 47, 48. Oh my God, I thought it was that, but then in my
Same
brain.
page.
You got this, Watson. You got this.
Okay.
Here's the next. Okay, here's the
Okay,
next
I
one.
never always one page.
That's a primer. That's
Y'all
a
are too
primer.
smart. I can't look at the chat.
Yeah,
now.
chat. See, you're my
The chat
Watsons
is so
out there.
smart. I should
okay,
just be
I'm not
reading
going to
the
do a
chat.
stupid voice because the stupid voice screws me up, and I feel like I have to do it. I'm doing the voice than the thing. So
I don't know if I can listen if you're not doing the voice. That's
Yeah,
cool.
it's
I'll
pretty.
try.
It's pretty
well, I'll
painful
try this
without the
one
voice.
without it. I'll try this one without it, and then the last third.
I'm
one
immediately not gonna
beside
like it. I know.
No, I'm immediately not going to listen.
This is my guys. I'm just going to do a normal voice.
Okay.
A fair race. Holmes and I were walking through Regent Park when we saw two young boys limbering up for a race. Amused, we sat on a nearby bench to watch the spectacle.
I hate this.
On a count of 3, they were off. And in not more than about 10 seconds of wild running, the taller of the two had reached his destination. Not exactly neck and neck, was it, Holmes? I remarked. I'd say that chap won by a good 5 yards. Perhaps they'd better apply some sort of handicap next time. Holmes looked thoughtful. I'd say they were running about 50 yards in total, so let's say we agree with your estimate that the taller boy won by 5 yards, and as such, we get him to start the race 5 yards behind the other. Do you think this measure would even things out? I pondered the scenario for a moment. Who would win, assuming they both ran at the same speeds again?
The thing about me with these is I
Be the
speak
tall
out
guy
for like
again.
the first half, and then I'm like, oh yeah, and then I miss
Would it be
all
the-
pertinent.
The tall guy again, because if you put the guy 5 meters behind him, now he's doing 55 meters, and then the math's off. So would the
Basically,
tall guy
they're
win again?
They're trying to argue, yeah. If you set him back five yards, would he still? How would it
still
come
lose. Tall guy would still win.
out? The taller boy would still win. The first race demonstrated that the taller boy could run 50 yards in the time it took the shorter boy to run 4.5 yards. So if the taller boy started 5 yards behind, they would draw level 5 yards from the end of the race. The taller boy having run 50 yards and the shorter 45 yards. As the taller boy is faster, he would run the final 5 yards more quickly and win the race.
Nailed it.
Anais, you got that?
I think my brain just broke. It dried
Seedmole's got it
up
right.
and
Seedmole's got it right. Taller boys always
I
win.
need to hydrate. Jeez, I feel like I was one of those boys in that race.
Okay, this is the last
I'm
one.
exhausted.
It's the last one. It's a short one, and you'll get a Holmes voice for it. Okay.
And I was last. I came in last in the race.
I
Barely
think you're gonna get
crossed
this.
finish.
Here we go. Here's the last one. You'll get a Holmes.
Math isn't riddles. I agree. That was math. That was a
more
math one.
Yeah, that was more math. I will agree. But let's see. This is more riddly. Taking the fall. Holmes came in from the street with his face flushed from the cold weather air. There are a large number of building works on the streets fronting Regent's Park, he informed me. I steer clear of the place if I were you. It all looks rather unsafe. And in fact, I just saw a man fall backwards off a 30-foot ladder directly onto the stone floor beneath.
Damn.
Goodness, I exclaimed. Was he all right? Oh, yes, said Holmes. He was completely unharmed. How was this possible?
Oh, he fell this way. Like the ladder just like
Straight
went
down?
Yeah. It just like
The ladder was on its
fell
side?
forward. Like it was like this, like in Christmas movie, whatever, Christmas Vacation.
I think
And
this
then
is.
ladder
I don't
just
think
goes-
this was a retractable ladder. You're thinking
Oh.
of a retractable ladder that snaps
Yeah.
loose
I think
and
the
then-
ladder was just on its side.
Oh, okay.
And
I
he
used
just,
to work
like,
at Home Depot, so
Fell off the ladder.
In
and it was his
18
leg. It was his leg.
1890.
I used to work at Home Depot, so I don't really know ladders that aren't retractable.
On
So
the
And
streets
he
of
fell down.
London.
And he fell down tons of retractable ladders there.
David, you think it's on its side?
I always wanted to help somebody, but I could never get the screws at the top shelf.
Yak, do you have a
The ladders
guess?
He would
Wait,
always
track-
kept
It
falling.
David says it's on its side, but the person falls 30 feet.
Okay, here's one more time.
Yes.
Taking the fall. Holmes came in from the street with his face flushed from the cold
Yeah,
winter
cold air.
air. There are a large number of building works on the
Yes,
street fronting
very
Regent's Park,
unsafe.
he informed me. I'd steer clear of the place if I were you. It all looks rather unsafe, and in fact, I just saw a man fall backwards off a 30-foot ladder directly onto the stone floor beneath. Goodness, I exclaimed. Was he all right? Oh, yes, said Holmes. He was completely unharmed. How was that possible?
Oh, he was just on like the first rung, probably.
That's it.
Ah,
He was on the first rung of a
Damn.
30-foot ladder.
I was in the same
Elementary!
30.
My dear Brown.
Elementary,
He
my
fell
dear.
backwards on a big trampoline.
I was thinking he just jumped off at the last second. You know?
Yeah, and he just landed on his feet totally fine.
It's
How about anybody in the chat get it? I assume somebody.
Logicat,
wrong, Maj.
first
Yeah.
rung.
Yes.
We got a few agreements that it was just there on its
Well
side.
done. But yeah, I didn't check
Dang.
the answers
Yeah,
before I got them,
Squigs-
and I was thinking
Squigs
like, yeah,
was
it was
onto it.
on the side.
Landed in snow, that would have been.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Well, this is primer. These were two.
Stone's floor is home slang for pudding.
Give me another bowl of stone
The
floor.
second rung. Yeah, even
This
the
was
second
a-
rung, he'd be fine.
Oh yeah, a couple rungs up, you'd be okay. These were just
Yeah.
primers, guys. So yeah, this is just to get you ready. Annie's.
I'm gonna do
It's gonna be
great.
tough on the 24th.
Someone got
It's
on the
gonna-
first
I'm gonna
guess.
do
Was
so
was there a
great.
first guess up there? He did. Snow is hard.
Oh, so-
Yeah, I'm gonna be so great, honestly. I'm
Fell on the
gonna
bottom rung.
kill
Oh, yeah.
everything.
You're
Oh,
going viral.
nice. That was the first correct guess. You're going viral.
Yep.
Nice.
You won.
I got
Elementary, we're going
I got
viral.
a small, real flimsy transition here.
Dang. Okay.
Bring
Flims
it
it up.
Flimsy flimsies.
Sherlock Holmes is all about finding the truth,
Neverland.
and I found something too.
Oh, that's
And
Oh.
and you
Yeah.
found a blurb.
It's called Yak's Movie Pick.
I
Yak's
love it.
movie pick.
Movie pick.
Yak's movie pick.
Ooh. Okay. Here we go.
It's time for the good thing. This one's Yak movie pick. Apparently, he found a movie and he picked it like a movie. I wonder what's it gonna be. He was telling me about a weird Tom Cruise movie. I wonder if it's gonna be that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dave, could you share me on this when you get a
Oh,
chance? Yaks in
okay.
the chat. I appreciate those.
Y'all, yaks in the chat.
It's just
y'all.
yak
Wow.
movie pick.
Oh
And
my god!
Cisco
I
and
didn't
Yak
know it
Movie that
was.
we're
I
picking
didn't know you were
today
one of them.
is The Paper Tigers, a new movie that just came out recently, and I watched it. I found out about it on Instagram, actually. I
Sick.
follow these guys on Instagram called Martial Club, and they just do some crazy martial arts. These guys are amazing, and they play a part in this movie.
And
Yeah,
you
let's-
love martial arts
I
movies,
do.
kung
I
fu
love-
Yeah.
movies.
So this is
yes.
and there hasn't been a ton of good ones, I think, lately. But this one's awesome. I really love this one.
Can you give us
yeah, I
a
have-
spoiler-free synopsis, or?
I mean, I have this trailer here that we.
Oh,
How about that?
Oh, great.
Oh,
Picture's worth 1,000 words.
interesting.
Is this the one I want to show?
Paper.
I thought this
Annie,
was.
why do you think it's called Paper Tigers? Real quick. What's your guess?
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and make a guess. Maybe they're like comic book, like warriors or something, and then they like come off of the page, and then they're
Oh,
in real life.
interesting.
Kind of, kind of like what was that movie with Amy Adams when she's like a princess and she comes into real world?
Enchanted.
Paper
Manhattan.
Princess?
Enchanted.
Enchanted, yeah.
It's kind of like the Enchanted of kung fu movies.
Oh, I like that.
Cool. What about you?
Mark,
Alright.
what's your guess?
I think it's something that's strong yet flimsy. I think it's like a metaphor. The tiger, it's a tiger, but you can shred it.
Okay.
Shred it really
Yeah, I was
easy.
thinking
you're
something like
never
that
the-
where it's
yeah.
like it's
You're always
there's,
vulnerable.
There's like the leaders and they're just paper tigers, which is like they're weak. They're actually weak because they're tigers made out of paper. So it's like their classic kung fu-ish movie where they're like going to take down the man.
Alright, let's see. Kill that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hold on. Unshare me. I'm unsharing. I forgot to keep audio like a doink. Here we go.
I
Paper
always
tiger
do.
does beat rock tiger though. That is correct.
Yeah, paper tiger.
Yeah, paper
Okay.
beats rock tiger.
Okay, I'm ready now.
That is true. Maybe that's part of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
一搞手，乜嘢都清楚。What? When the hands cross, all will be revealed.
I swear to always honor my Sifu, to be loyal to my brothers, and to defend the weak. This I promise as a disciple, to the very day I die.
Can you please teach me Kung Fu?
No,
Teach me Kung
No.
Fu. Please.
no.
So that one's still a little vague in case you actually want to watch the
I think
movie.
I got a guess now. I think I got a
That
guess.
is a
Tell me.
beautiful
Tell me.
Is it like
trailer.
is it like a bunch of dads who are like weekend warrior types that might play flag football or they might do this,
Hello.
but they're martial
My name is
artists?
Beltran. You might recognize me from.
Sorry.
Did that go into your commercial reel?
I had the sweet freaking trailer still playing. All right, Mark, go
Okay,
ahead.
Yeah,
So,
like a bunch of dads who get together for one last hurrah and they enter a karate tournament and they're like they train together and they want to recapture that glory, and then something crazy goes down and they have to defend their dojo against intruders.
Pretty close. David, did you have something?
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's cool.
3 kung fu prodigies have grown into washed-up, middle-aged men, now one kick away from pulling their hamstrings. But when their master is murdered, they must juggle their dead-end jobs, dad duties, and old grudges to avenge his death. So
That's
basically,
fucking-
you saw the trailer where it was like you see these 3 old dudes and you see them young. So when they were young, they used to train with this guy who was like this amazing kung fu master, right? And they trained with him from the time they were like, I want to say like 10 till they were like 18 in high school or maybe, early 20s. So training with him every day. And the one thing that their master said was like, whatever you do, don't take what I teach you, and don't go and challenge other people that know kung fu. First thing that these kids do is go and challenge. So there's like this montage. So the reason why you have all this footage is because they used to, like, it was the 90s, so they were like filming everything as they did it. So they're like all these matches that they like fought all the baddest like kung fu dudes that were also doing kung fu around. And so then fast forward, now they're in their 40s, and these guys have totally lost touch with their master, haven't spoken to their master in years, except for one of them kind of is in touch with them a little. And the way that they're reunited is that they hear that their master is dead now. He's been, and then they find out that maybe he's been killed. So they go in to investigate this because they always said that they would like defend his honor, hold up their.
So it's like the fun of like the coming out of retirement, like do I still have what it takes, and like
exactly.
Oh,
And it's fun.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fun because they do fight like some younger kids, and these are the martial club guys that I was telling you about. I wish I produced it. And yeah, it's just saying like, yeah, these guys used to be sick. They were the baddest dudes. They were called the Three Tigers because everywhere they went, they were the Three Tigers, and they would just beat everybody up. Now they're older now, and now they're called the Paper Tigers because everyone was like, yeah, you used to be good, but are you still the same dudes? So it's kind of like
Paper Champ.
Yeah, exactly, Paper Champ. So it's kind of the same thing about like, people growing older and kind of forgetting where they came from, and then something from their past kind of brings them back to be like, hey, you're not done with this yet, and are you equipped enough to defend your
tight, dude.
your teacher's honor? So
And
it's
can
really
you
great.
get back into shape after being, like,
right?
how hard is it to like get your mind and body and all of that like back into it? That's cool. And you're a dad, so you have way more at risk, like way more to lose.
Yeah. Stakes are higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stakes are way higher.
You like kung fu movies, or you just like redemption movies?
I'm definitely gonna see it. That is
highly
beautiful.
recommend it. I think right now you can only rent it, but
I love martial arts movies too.
I'm selling them out of my car.
You can rent it in Yak's car.
Really,
I got one
really
copy.
love
Have it back in an hour. It's 2
Chad,
hours
you guys
long.
you guys ever hear of a good kung fu movie? I'm always down.
The last one I watched that I loved and I like blew my mind was Kung Fu Hustle.
I mean, that's a great
like
one,
that one blew my mind because it's like a kung fu musical. It's so cool.
Yeah. Totally.
I'm still waiting for like the Raid 3. If they ever make that, if there's ever talks of making the Raid 3, I would check that out.
He's in a Netflix show where he's like a cook for this like food truck. That guy that plays the main guy in the
so
Raid.
he's got a new thing?
Yeah, it's a full series on Netflix.
Tight.
I haven't watched it yet, but my brother did. He said it's pretty good.
Damn.
Imagine Drunken Masters type. My brother used to send away for like VHSs from the back of martial arts magazines.
There's a bunch on Netflix.
Yeah, Drunken Master, all these old
Shaw Brothers.
Meals on Wheels, like
Meals
on Meals, like all these old Jackie Chan movies and stuff. It's cool. Yeah.
Definitely.
Last
those on
Dragon.
Netflix? I gotta do that.
Oh yeah, there's so many great ones on Netflix, and then you can't find them. They're all on Amazon.
I wish I knew the one. I think I've talked about it before, but I was watching one that my buddy had, just like a box of kung fu movies, and we watched one, and it's like about this revenge, and it's like a guy, and it's like, oh, this kid's learning from him, and then they kill the kid, and you're like, what? And then he goes and he kills all of them, but dies in the process, and then the movie ends, and you're just like, it was just like, geez, like it there was no happy ending in this one. It was just like, you killed the only thing I loved, and now I killed all you, but I died. And then it was just like credits. And it was just like, oh my God.
Yeah, did you ever see Be Water?
Yeah, the ESPN 30 for 30.
Yeah, did you like that?
I did like it. Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah.
Do you believe
I never
that
saw it,
Bruce
but I
Lee
wanted to
had
see.
his sweat glands removed? Do you believe that?
No,
that story?
I don't believe any of that stuff.
Because he controlled his heart rate so much. Like if you can control your heart rate, then you can control like the way that your body physically reacts to stress, and so like he wouldn't sweat probably because like he was so at peace in his body.
Yeah, you did sweat. You watched Into the Dragon.
You never sweat. I never sweat.
But the thing about somebody like
he
Bruce
sweated
Lee,
43 million times.
The thing about somebody like Bruce Lee,
42.
especially at this point, he is such like a legend. Where it's like Braveheart, right? Like the stories of William Wallace, where that he was like 7 feet tall and can shoot lasers out of his eyes. None of that's true.
Yeah,
But like, there's so many like things that are not
tales.
real. Even though Bruce Lee, just as a regular human being, was an incredible. Like,
I remember that ping
man.
pong video. Like, I thought that was real for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
And it wasn't.
And that, you know what that is? It's like the legend of Bruce Lee is so strong and so big that you can
just
release
believe
something
that.
like that and it plays
Totally.
right into that.
Yeah, because he's like, you know, superhuman.
Part of your brain goes like, well, sure. And then you're like, wait, no.
No, I
Or your first thought is
completely
like,
thought it was
he
real.
could have done that. Oh, wait.
I completely thought it was real until someone
you
was like,
find out
that's
it-
not real. And I was like, yes, it is. And then I had to Google it.
Yeah, the fact that he was playing Forrest Gump is what gave it away.
And then he fought Forrest Gump on the back lot.
I thought that they put that video. I thought that.
Oh no,
they-
it wasn't Forrest Gump. I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, he did.
That's a good video, Forrest
It's a
Gump.
good
and-
video.
Oh, you could put that
Bruce
together.
Lee.
Yeah, heartbeat. That's an easy place. Yeah.
Easy.
Chat, put that together.
Yeah.
But this movie Paper Tigers, like, it's got a lot of fun fight scenes, but it's also real funny. I think
definitely
just as
produced
a-
this.
Just as
Yeah,
a
he definitely
movie,
produced it.
just as a
Yeah.
movie, I think it's made pretty well.
That's tight, dude. It's like, right.
yeah.
Did it make you cry? Because I felt like that trailer was gonna make me cry.
I don't cry a ton in movies.
But did you want to
You know,
cry?
one
But
time
then your body wouldn't let you.
The one time that I
Did you think about it though?
Removed, like Bruce
Did you
Lee.
think about it though?
The one
You
time I
thinking about
cried-
crying?
The one time that
Did you think
I
about it?
cried, I think, was last time I remember crying in a movie. I remember I was watching the movie Hancock with Will Smith when he's a superhero.
Yeah.
I was
But he
at
pretends to.
at the movie theater, and there's this moment where I think it's this someone's son like gives Hancock just gets out of jail, and the son like gives him his like dinosaur toy, and for some reason that really got me. I was like,
Really? That's
yeah.
a notorious
Yeah.
tearjerker?
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh.
That's so sweet because
Oh yeah, movies make me cry.
his
all the
son
time.
was like, "I love you."
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I wanted to take care of his dad.
And still,
you know?
yeah, that's the roles flipped. If a superhero is such a mess that his son has to take care of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only two things that I've cried at movie wise or TV wise, one was the last season of *Halt and Catch Fire*, and then that, and then the last one before that was when Hodor. When you figured out why he said Hodor, I was like, no,
Hold the door.
the whole time.
Now, okay, is that when we still liked it? Is that before the?
Oh, yeah.
The
Yeah,
turn?
that was
Okay.
before.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
that was
late
before
though.
the
They're
turn, I
running
think.
from the White Walkers. That's like
Yeah.
season 5, I guess, or season
No, that's pretty late.
4.
It was right before the
I
turn.
think it was like
Right
the-
before the
the-
turn. One of the last
last-
good moments before.
Because
the
yeah,
Second or
'cause-
third to last
Because
season.
Hodor, I mean, fucking Hodor. We all loved Hodor.
Yeah.
You can't. How you gonna do Hodor dirty? And they could do it to anybody. Everybody was in danger.
Yeah, shout out
That's
Jake
a good
Paul.
moment.
So true. Warrior the show was a story Bruce Lee wanted to do way back in the day, but they told him they couldn't have Asian as a leading man. They made Kung Fu with David Carradine instead. That's true.
Wow.
And that weird dude got a career
Yeah,
because
that
of
is
it.
true. And David Carradine never did Kung Fu once in his life.
Never
and then
at all.
there's like rumors that he said that he taught Bruce Lee how to fight. It's like, okay, dude.
And guess
Oh
what?
my
You really want to humiliate this
God.
guy? He fucking died jerking off in autoerotic asphyxiation in Thailand. So,
Is that true?
yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh my God, that is fucking
So Bruce Lee got the last
crazy.
laugh there.
Holy shit, that is sick.
Yeah,
And
he got
he's-
the last laugh.
The first movie that I cried to was I was 5 years old, and I remember getting a VHS copy of E.T.
Yeah.
and I remember plopping that in, and
Oh my
I remember just
God.
watching it. I was on the couch, I was watching it by myself,
Video games
and when
are tough.
E.T. left at the end, I definitely cried.
Dude.
That'll do today. If I watch it tonight, it'll do the exact same thing, dude. Every single time I watch that
Elliot.
movie. Yeah.
And you know what's so wild about that movie? Like, I recently watched it maybe a few years ago, and I was like, so concerned about the mom in that movie. Like, I never even
Yes.
thought about the fucking
She
mom in
had
that
going
movie.
through some
And then
shit
you
in that
become
movie.
older and you're like, oh my God, that mom was really having a hard time going through a divorce, raising her son, her two
I
kids.
can't
and,
call
like,
Dad.
Creepy.
He's
That-
in
a
Mexico
boy
with
at that
The
Cindy.
boys and the
age.
kid and what's her name?
Yeah.
Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Fox
even
and the
like
Hound.
Mexico.
You got two Fox and the Hounds. Is that?
The last movie I cried to was today
Oh,
watching
Fox.
Toy Story 4.
I
with
thought you were going to say
Storm.
Moana. I really hope you were going to say Moana.
Oh, I cry during Moana every time. And like
Every
I've seen
day
that
at
movie.
2 o'clock.
I've seen the
Fern
movie
grows,
probably
yeah.
65 times. I cry every time. A few times, 2 to 3 times. It is such an
Which one?
emotional.
What are those big
Moana.
Oh, and a Fleabag. Wow, that's powerful. Fox and the Hound. Yeah, what are other cry movies out there, y'all?
Oh, how about
Coco?
David, sorry.
Coco, yeah.
Oh no, the end of Magnolia movie.
Oh, right. Yes, dude, that was.
I don't know this
Like
one.
3
Tom
hours.
Cruise,
It's one of my
Tom
favorite
Cruise
movies
in
of all
his-
time.
Really?
Magnolia, yeah. It's like 3 hours long. It's got Ricky Jay, the magician, at the beginning.
I've never seen this movie.
It's
I'll write it
wow.
down.
It's one of the.
Yeah.
It's probably my favorite Tom Cruise performance. It's
Smoke
insane.
a joint and strap in for that one, Annie.
Speaking of Tom
Jeez.
Cruise, Dana and I watched, and her sister watched Risky Business this
Oh,
past week.
yeah.
That
That's what I
movie's
thought you were-
crazy, dude. That movie
Yeah.
is insane. I remember watching it as a kid.
I've
I
never
didn't
seen
remember any details. It's basically just a young high school kid starting a brothel. Almost.
What?
Yeah.
I've never seen that movie.
You just see that moment of like, yeah, oh, it's just that fun. Him in his
in his
underpants
locks.
doing his thing.
Yeah.
But that whole movie's just about like a 16-year-old kid with a house full of prostitutes and all of his
What?
young friends banging and like.
No.
And he gets
Yeah.
into Princeton that way. Yeah.
No.
He's rewarded.
Yeah.
It got him into Princeton because like I was saying, his like professor showed up to like see if he was good enough for Princeton, and then he got him prostitutes, and then he was like, "We need a man like you in Princeton."
You're Princeton material.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
It is.
Jesus
all these movies.
Christ.
Yeah, they're questionable
Interstellar,
at
yeah.
best.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Amy Mann did the soundtrack for it.
Oh, wow.
It's a crazy, weird movie. It's like acting at it.
And
to
this
me,
is
I'm
Risk
like,
Business or Magnolia?
This is
Magnolia.
Magnolia.
Sorry,
Tom
Magnolia.
Cruise, William H. Macy, John C. Reilly,
Dang.
Julianne Moore.
Julianne Moore kills it in
Philip
that.
Seymour Hoffman.
Oh, Julianne Moore.
Not to be confused with
Philip
Steel
Seymour
Magnolias. This is just Magnolia.
Hoffman. No, it's Steel Magnolias.
Who's doing the scenes with John C.
Paper
who knows
Magnolia.
That's
Magnolia.
David's favorite movie.
Who's doing
Yeah.
the scenes with John C. Reilly? Who's the actress?
Oh,
that's
yeah.
their segment. She's so
She's
fucking good.
unbelievable.
Oh God, damn it! Everybody's good.
It's wild.
Everybody,
It's like a 3-hour movie. It's crazy.
Everybody.
Damn.
It's crazy.
He's got a new
He's-
one coming out about the San Fernando Valley. Apparently, like when he grew up in the '70s. Like, I think P.T. Anderson's next movie is supposed to be about
Yeah, the
the
daughter.
San Fernando Valley in the '70s or something.
Oh, wow.
Is that what it's called?
No.
Oh, it's something
Wait,
else.
I thought she was talking about the daughter in Magnolia. She plays
Y'all
the
remember?
daughter.
Y'all remember that movie? Simon Birch. Is that the name of it?
Yeah, Jim
Mm-hmm.
Carrey was in that.
Is he what?
He does the narration of the movie, like he plays
Oh,
the grown-up
yeah.
version of the main thing.
That's amazing.
Kind of the only reason I watched it.
I liked the movie. I
Yeah.
thought it was good, but I was watching with a group of friends, women in college, and we all know the scene when he's at the baseball game. If you've seen it, and this dude is just nothing goes right for this kid, and he hits the ball, and you're so happy that he finally hit the ball, and then he kills like the only woman who treats him well and loves him. And I remember when that moment
With the
happened.
ball?
Yeah, dude.
Oh
The ball.
my
What?
God.
And I remember laughing so hard. And I was like, and mainly because it was like, what kind of life is it? Come on.
What
dude.
else could go wrong,
Everything-
dude?
It was like, for me, it was like, everyone thought I was just the biggest monster. Like, how could you laugh at that? I'm like, I know it's not
That's like
funny, but
that's
the
like the beat
situation.
out of a that's
it's
the
so
beat out
awful.
of like a Harold or something like that. That's
Yeah,
like the third
exactly.
Yeah,
that's
totally.
Exactly.
It's so awful that
It's like the
you
mother
have
of
to
his
laugh.
his only friend. It's like his mother or something like that. That's like the only one that cares for him, and he fucking
Jesus Christ.
Just grape ladies or
horrible.
with a
Yeah.
baseball.
straight up.
I was
up.
thinking that I was going to do a transition into my topic, but I have absolutely none about after the baseball hitting the lady in the
Do
head.
we need to
and
talk about
killing her.
crying again? This is
grape
yeah,
lady?
Majika. This is like one of the set. Like, now that I met you, would you object to never seeing each other again? Oh man, that movie.
And what's this movie?
Magnolia.
Oh,
Steel
Magnolia.
Magnolias.
Okay. I didn't know if it was the one about the hitting the lady in the head with.
You would love that movie, Annie. Simon Birch. It's really
Okay, I'll write that down.
It's
I
up
have
here.
Magnolia, Diamond Birch, Risky Business.
Diamond Birch.
Diamond
Birch. I don't know if I want to see Risky Business. You know, it's kind of sad Tom Cruise is so wild and weird because he's such a good actor.
He is good.
He could do so much good with his power, you know?
Dude, that doing his own stunts, hanging out the airplane and stuff,
I
like that
know.
kind of stuff
His name is
too. That is-
Melora Walters.
Like,
that is
imagine
strange.
the
Oh,
power.
thank you.
Tom Cruise could do, yeah, anyway.
Oh yeah, my girl.
Tom Cruise is out of his.
Hey, can't see
out
with
of
those
his mind.
glasses.
Out of
I
his
can mark.
fucking mind.